Is the courtroom online? If the courtroom is online, is Ms. Mack there?
Good morning, Mr. Vikings.
Morning, Ms. Mack. Say, I was wondering if you could, when you get a moment, send Mr. Reed and myself the docket for the remainder of the week.
I sure can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. I was doing something. She already got it the live on. She should be coming on. You want it for the rest of the week? I'll push it. See, tomorrow's not bad. Tomorrow's not bad at all. Yeah. You get Tuesday and then get. Friday is ugly too. I gotta get out of here. Friday ain't bad. Wednesday is bad. Friday, not so much. Sorry. I'm gonna need you not to act like that. Oh.
So therefore.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge on today. Thank you for your patience this morning. I know we're getting started a little bit later than usual, and so I believe my docket was scheduled, unless Mr. A.G. and Allie is here, scheduled for 8:35, so we about 10 minutes off this morning. And so my apologies to you. I see you, Mr. Reed. It's 10 minutes. All right. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and get started. I see that Ms. Bradfield is serving today as our traffic defense counsel. Thank you, Ms. Bradfield, for being here. Good morning in the courtroom. Good morning, Ms. Wilson. Thank you all for making the adjustment for me. If Ms. Bradfield, good morning, Ms. Bradfield.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Yes.
Your Honor.
All right. And so if I could have Ms. Bradfield go into the breakout room with those whose last name begin with the letter A. If you are not a part of the specialty court docket, you'll go to a breakout room. Please keep your device on mute. If I mute you, don't unmute yourself, okay? All right, thank you so much. Keep your device on mute until you get to, I didn't realize this was here. Until you get to the breakout room and you'll speak with the attorney. So Ms. Wilson, if you could make that happen, that would be great. And while she's doing that, if you get an invitation to a breakout room, please accept it. And while she's doing that, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, place your appearance on the record at this time.
Yes, Judge, thank you. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court, Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you. Good morning, Judge. It's good to see you.
Good morning, and thank you, Mr. Reed. It's good to see you too. All right, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Ms. Bradfield, before you leave us, go ahead and place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor, and to everyone. My name is Daphne Bradfield, P 70578. On behalf of the traffic clients, I would like to make the similar motion.
All right, thank you, and your motion is granted. All right, while Ms. Wilson is sending out, now that she has co-hosts, now that she's sending out the invitation for the breakout room, I'm going to swear in Ms. Hernandez. Ms. Hernandez, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties during today's proceedings, and that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, So help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Wonderful. State your name as well as your qualifications.
My name is Emma Hernandez, and I am a SCAO qualified Spanish interpreter.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Hernandez. I
Thank
am
you, Your
going
Honor.
to start off. Are there any preliminary matters that requires the court's attention?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to start with Mr. Cifuentes this morning. I have case number 200-564-2801. Mr. Cifuentes, please state your full name for the record.
Voy a comenzar con el señor Cifuentes. Este es el caso 2005-682-801. Señor Cifuentes, por favor, su nombre.
Fidencio Cifuentes.
Fidencio Cifuentes.
Thank you and good morning. How are you today, Mr. Cifuentes?
Buenos días, señor Cifuentes. ¿Cómo se encuentra en el día de hoy?
Muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Very good, thanks God.
Yes. All right. Very good. Have you been having any issues with working your program?
Muy bien, muy bien que así sea. ¿Usted ha tenido algún tipo de inconveniente con su programa, cumpliendo con su programa?
No, he estado yendo 3 veces por semana porque se me descompuso mi carro y no he ido más seguido, pero estoy tratando de ir más seguido.
No, not really. I'm going to my meetings, but only 3 weeks a week because my car, I have to fix it. It broke and I have to fix it, but I'm going 3 weeks at least.
All right. Very good. Have you learned anything in your sessions that you've been going to, I believe, 3 times a week?
Y entonces en estas sesiones que usted ha estado yendo 3 veces por semana, entiendo que ha aprendido algo más, ¿algo?
Sí, me han enseñado de que si alguien muere o nace que no debo de beber. Hace como 2 semanas murió mi hermano mayor y no tomé porque es mejor para mí.
Yes, I have learned, Your Honor, that when somebody dies or when somebody is born, I don't have to drink for that. And my brother passed away, my older brother passed away a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't drink.
Oh, Mr. Cifuentes, I'm so sorry to hear about your brother.
Ay, señor Cifuentes, lo lamento mucho oír de fallecimiento de su hermano.
Dígale que muchas gracias.
Please tell her that I really appreciate it.
All right. Is there anything that we can do or that we can assist you with as you are dealing with the loss of your brother?
Señor Cifuentes, ¿hay algo con lo que le podríamos ayudar o con lo que podríamos asistirle para que usted maneje esa pérdida emocional de su hermano?
He estado bien, me siento a gusto porque estaba muy enfermo y me siento a gusto porque él ya está descansando, ya no está sufriendo.
No, I'm good because I feel good, in peace, because he was suffering a lot. So now I feel that he's in peace.
All right. I do want you to know, Mr. Cifuentes, that I think it's incredible that you realize that you don't have to drink when somebody is born and when somebody dies. You should be very, very proud of yourself.
Señor Cifuentes, yo quiero que usted sepa que yo estoy muy, muy orgullosa de usted, de que usted haya entendido, haya comprendido que usted no tiene que tomar cuando alguien nace o cuando alguien muere. Muy orgullosa de usted.
Es lo que trato de hacer y sí, quiero seguir haciéndolo por bien, más bien por mí, para no recaer. Y a mi familia me encargo, si le doy más tiempo a mi familia, pero primero tengo que ser yo para estar bien.
Yes, that's what I've been trying to do. I have, I came to the understanding that I have to take care of me, that I don't have to do that
and doing this, avoiding the drinking, I'm doing it right for my family because I spend more time with my family, but also because I have to think first in me in order to be able to do the things that I want to do.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Muy bien.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Cifuentes?
Señor Yancey, ¿qué me quiere decir usted sobre el señor Cifuentes?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Fuentes, he's doing excellent. He's already shown he's a testament to the program. Usually when there's a death, there's a likelihood to drink, but he's at a stage where we want him to be, and he's doing excellent with that. He has like more than 150 meetings in. Screenings are great, and he's in full compliance.
Bueno, señor, su señoría, el señor Cifuentes lo está haciendo excelente. A pesar de haber pasado toda una vida, de haber tomado, él está muy bien, se ha mantenido dentro de lo que es el programa, ha asistido a más de 160 reuniones. Él está muy, muy bien, su señoría.
All right, very good. Mr. Cifuentes, do you have any questions for the team on this morning?
Muy, muy bien, señor Cifuentes. ¿Tiene alguna pregunta para el equipo aquí en el día de hoy?
Sí, ¿cuándo terminaría mi probation? Porque me ofrecen trabajo en una compañía que tengo que salir afuera de Detroit, pero no, ellos me dijeron cuándo terminaba, pero les dije, tengo que preguntar y para cuándo ya les digo yo cuándo más o menos termino.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to know when I will be done with my probation because I've been offered a job with a company, but I have to leave the state and, you know, be traveling with that job. And I told them that I have first to ask the court, you know, when to expect to be done with my program in order to give them an answer about the job.
Okay, so Mr. Yancey, you'll get with Mr. Yancey to give him the details. This program won't stop you from taking the job. So I don't want you to feel that you won't be able to accept the job because you're working the program. There are people that do it all the time. And so you'll get with Mr. Yancey, and Mr. Yancey will get me the details, and then we'll get a response to you.
Ok, señor Yancey, entonces eso es algo, señor Cifuentes, que usted tiene que discutir con el señor Yancey. Pero yo quiero que usted sepa que este programa de la Corte en ningún momento le va a evitar usted o a prevenir o a prohibir que usted tome ese trabajo fuera del Estado. Hay muchos que lo toman, ¿ok? O sea que usted puede tomar su trabajo si lo quiere, pero tiene que hablar con el señor Yancey y entonces el señor Yancey le da a la Corte, a la juez, le da toda la información.
Está bien. Yo voy a ver, pero quiero mejor terminarlo bien para no hacer tener un error allá que no hay así algo, no perderme eso. Mejor quiero terminar aquí. Aquí trabajo poco, pero
okay. It's good to know that. That's good to know, but I'd rather finish my job here. I'm afraid that if I go there and I don't have a connection, you know, I'd rather stay here and be sure that I can finish, you know, all my program here. But it's good to know that.
All right, very good. So Mr. Yancey, make sure you get back to me with what's going on, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ok, señor Cifuentes, muy bien. Entonces, señor Yancey, asegúrese de que usted entonces se comunica conmigo después de que hable con el señor Cifuentes y me pone al tanto entonces de la situación. Sí, su señoría.
All right. If nothing else from any of the other teammates, I'll get the dates for Mr. Cifuentes.
Ok, si más nadie del equipo tiene algo que decir, le voy entonces a dar al señor Cifuentes su próxima fecha.
Yes, Your Honor, it'll be May 19th at our graduation.
Oh, sí, su señoría. Eso será entonces para el 19 de mayo, donde será la graduación.
All right, we'll put them on for 8:35 a.m. Mr. Yancey, let's talk sometime today, maybe in staffing, about what that's going to look like. Okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
Ok, entonces va a ser el 19 de mayo a las 8:35. Para la grabación, señor Yancey, usted y yo tenemos que hablar en la mañana de hoy para ver cómo vamos a hacer eso. Sí, su señoría.
All right, very good. Mr. Cifuentes, I am going to have you stay on just for a little moment until I finish Mr. Pedrosa Alba's case.
Ok, señor Cifuentes, yo quiero que se quede aquí todavía conectado mientras, por un momentico más, mientras que yo termino con el señor Pedrosa Alba.
Sí, está bien.
Yes, it's okay. Ponga su micrófono en silencio.
Sí.
Yes, it's okay. Mute your microphone, please. Okay.
All right, thank you, Ms. Hernandez. All right, I am going to call Mr. Pedrosa Alba's case. I have case number 16057547001. Mr. Pedrosa Alba, state your full name for the record, please.
Ok, entonces yo voy a empezar ahora con el caso del señor Pedrosa Alba. Este es el caso 160-575-4701. Señor Pedrosa Alba, por favor, abra su micrófono y diga su nombre para que conste en el acta.
Sí, mi nombre es José de Jesús Pedrosa Alba.
My name is José de Jesús Pedrosa Alba.
All right, good morning to you. How are you doing today, Mr. Pedrosa Alba?
Muy bien, ¿cómo está usted hoy, señor Pedrosa Alba?
Oh, muy buenos días. Estoy perfectamente muy bien.
Very good mornings. I am perfectly fine.
Very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you, Mr. Pedrosa Alba.
Muy bien, entonces dígame, señor Pedrosa Alba, algo que usted haya hecho de nuevo, que haya aprendido de nuevo desde la última vez que lo vi.
Oh. He estado
¿Está ok?
obvio. No,
Sobrio.
sobrio, yeah, sobrio. Yeah,
Okay.
sobrio.
Sorry, Your Honor. He said that he was a word that doesn't exist, and I have to clarify. And he said that have been sober. That's what he meant, that have been sober.
All right, what are you doing to stay sober, Mr. Pedrosa Alba?
Ok, pero ¿qué ha hecho usted para mantenerse sobrio, señor Pedrosa Alba?
Acudiendo a la AA, alejarme de de lo que es amigos que toman, todo eso, estar en mi casa, arreglando mi jardín, pues conviviendo más con la familia y todo, yendo a la iglesia. Y he estado muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Well, Your Honor, I've been going to my meetings, AA meetings. I've been away from the people that drinks. So I stay more in my house and I enjoy doing my garden. I'm working in my garden and I'm going to my church. And so I'm spending more time with my family.
Very good. Those are all great things to do, Mr. Pedrosa Alba.
Muy bien, señor Pedrosa Alba, y esas son cosas muy buenas que hacer. And he also said that he was doing very good, thanks God.
And so is there anything that you need us to help you with or that you need us to assist you with while you are working the program?
Señor Pedrosa Alba, ¿hay algo con lo que le podamos ayudar o con lo que le podamos asistir con cualquier cosa que usted necesite mientras que está haciendo su programa? ¿Algo que necesite de nosotros aquí en la corte?
La verdad, pues se puede decir que no, pues todo está bien. Estoy acudiendo bien a mi programa, me está ayudando. En persona soy mejor, pienso, pienso muy bien las cosas, como estoy tomando ahorita, pues mi vida y todo me está yendo bien. Sí.
Well, Your
Entonces,
Honor, not really, because I am, I'm going to my meetings and enjoying my meetings, and it's helping me. And I can see I'm a different person now. I feel very good with myself. I feel good. I'm good. I'm doing, I'm thinking what I'm doing and realizing, the things. I think I'm a better person and I'm very happy.
Very good, very good. Mr. Yancey, what do you want me to know about Mr. Pedrosa Alba?
Señor Yancey, ¿qué quiere usted que yo sepa acerca del señor Pedrosa Alba?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Alba, he's still doing pretty well. He's still in compliance with his screenings. He's still going to meetings, which was what was referred to him regarding aftercare. So we're happy he's diligent with that. He's paid his money, and I just need to get something from the English classes that he's going to. But other than that, he's doing well. I just need, hopefully he has a family member that speaks or understand English that I can contact or can contact me.
Ok, su señoría, él está haciéndolo bastante bien. Él ha ido a todas sus reuniones, ¿verdad? También ha asistido a las reuniones con respecto a, bueno, cómo cuidarse, ¿verdad? Después de las reuniones, qué es lo que tiene que hacer. Él ha cumplido con todas sus pruebas, ¿verdad? No tiene ningún balance pendiente. Y lo único que tengo es que me diga cómo le van sus clases de inglés. Eso es lo que tengo pendiente. Y espero que él tenga, si hay alguna persona en su familia que hable inglés, que me pueda llamar por teléfono, con quien yo pueda hablar.
ok, no sé si hay alguien que habla español.
No, inglés.
Oh, inglés, oh, sí.
En su familia. ¿Hay alguien con el que pueda llamar al señor Yancey? Señor Pedrosa.
Sí, bueno.
¿Hay alguien en su familia que pueda llamar al señor Yancey para que el señor Yancey hable con esa persona y con usted? Se puedan comunicar.
No, sí. Nomás que no tengo yo ahorita el teléfono de ella que me ayuda, pues de la hija.
Pero ella puede llamar al señor Yancey.
Sí, sí, yo puedo dárselo.
Ok.
Sí, es el mismo número que con la que habló, esta más grande con la que habló la primera vez que me entrevistó Jency conmigo. Es la misma persona.
Okay. Okay, he said that yes, that he has somebody speaking Spanish. He said, no, we need somebody in your family that speaks English that can call Mr. Yancey. Okay, yes, okay, but you have it. Yes, Mr. Yancey is the same person, my oldest daughter or son, that you talked to the first time we talked. So that's the person that could call you.
Okay, Mr. Yancey, does that work for you?
Your Honor, that does work for me. If that person can call me tomorrow, which is Tuesday, that would be great.
Ok, eso le funciona, señor Yancey. Sí, su señoría. Si esa persona, señor Pedrosa Alba, su hija, mañana puede llamar al señor Yancey, mañana martes. ¿A what time, Mr. Yancey?
Anytime in the morning. Any, as early as 7:30 a.m. And anytime,
Okay.
if they don't reach me, if they could leave me a voicemail, that'd be super great.
Ok, señor Pedrosa, oiga.
Okay.
Mañana esa persona tiene que llamar al señor Yancy, ¿ok? Desde las 7:30 de la mañana lo puede llamar. Y si él no contesta, tiene que dejarle un mensaje de quién es y por quién está llamando, pero tiene mañana en la mañana que llamar a esa persona, el señor Yancy, ¿entendió?
¿A qué horas dice? ¿A las 7? A las 7 de la
A partir de las 7:30.
7:30. Ok. Está bien.
Tiene esa persona que llamar al señor Yancy. ¿Usted tiene el teléfono?
Sí. Yo
Ok.
hablo con ella para hablarle. Yeah.
¿Usted tiene el teléfono del señor Yancy?
Sí, yo lo tengo. Usted me lo mandó.
Okay. Okay. Yes. At what time was it? From 7:30. And if you don't reach him, that person has to leave him a message. It's very important. Do you have the phone number? The interpreter asked. And he said, yes. I told her to call him. Yeah, but you have Mr. Yancy phone number, so that person can call me. Yes, I have it. So he understood what he has to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very good. What are next dates for Mr. Pedrosa Alba?
Okay, ¿cuál es el próximo día para el señor Pedrosa Alba?
Your Honor, we're going to have him also come back on May 19th at 8:35, and we'll also talk about that prior to that date.
Ok, vamos a pedirle al señor Pedrosa Alba que vuelva, igualmente que el señor anterior, el 19 de mayo a las 8:25, o 35, ¿ok? Y ese día volvemos a hablar. ¿Ok? He has it. He got it.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Pedrosa Alba, keep up the great work that you're doing. Mr. Cifuentes, keep up the great work that you're doing. And I am going to excuse both of you.
Ok, entonces, señor Pedrosa Alba, señor Cifuentes, pueden retirarse ya. I have a question. Ajá.
Lo que pasa de que con la persona que está hablando es mi hijastra, no es mi hija. Si no hay problema, no es mi hija.
I just want you to know that the person who's going to call is my stepdaughter. It's not my daughter. Is there a problem with that? No, está bien, puede ser ella.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Cifuentes has a question, Your Honor. Okay, señor Pedrosa, puede ya desconectarse. Mr. Cifuentes.
Oh, va a ser por vía Zoom.
Okay, Mr. Cifuentes wants to know if the 19 is via Zoom.
We'll contact him and tell him tomorrow when I talk to his stepdaughter.
No, Mr. Cifuentes. That question was for Mr. Cifuentes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Are you able to talk with him after court? Is he frozen? I'm not sure what's going on.
No, he's there. He's just waiting to see if his 19 meeting, May 19 meeting is in person or is by Zoom.
Mr. Yancey's going to get back with him to give him that information.
Okay, so, señor Cifuentes, el señor Yancy se va a comunicar con usted para decirle si es en persona o por Zoom.
Oh, está bien.
Okay, it's okay. So, can he leave, Your Honor? Or he waits?
No.
Okay. And me too?
Yes, ma'am. I don't think there's anybody else.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, señor Cifuentes, se puede desconectar, que el señor Yancy lo llama después y le dice.
Ok, gracias, que tengan buen día.
Ok, hasta luego. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Right.
Thank you, he said. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. I noticed that there are some other people that have joined us. Ms. Wilson, I don't know if you have been able to move them to the appropriate breakout room. If you need a moment to do that, we'll give it to you. And then if you are here and you have the ability to put your name on your device, I need you to do so. If you are driving, I'm never going to talk to you in Zoom while you're driving. So you want to make sure you pull over and you're stationary. Place your name on your device so we can know where you should be, where to get you. Make sure we get you to the right place. With that, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, I see a couple of people who have not shown up this morning.
Yes, Judge.
What's going on?
I don't know. I hope it's,
nothing. I hope it's a misunderstanding.
yeah, I would hope.
All right. If you receive an invitation to a breakout room, please accept that invitation so that you can be serviced by an attorney. Thank you so much. All right. I believe that I've gotten a couple of messages. I mean, where are the treatment court people? Why do they have their cameras off? And I don't even know that they're in the courtroom. That's unacceptable. In 2 seconds, I'm going to require everybody to come down to 36th District Court for their hearing.
Excuse me, Your Honor, I don't know how to go into the break room from on this particular computer.
Okay, just give me 1 second, please. I need the folks from specialty court, turn on your cameras. I don't know that you're here if your cameras are not off. I'm not going to surf through names and things of that nature. Y'all irritating me with that now. I don't know why y'all think people will know where you're at if you don't have your camera on. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, does someone need to go into a breakout room with Ms. Golson?
We'll find out, Judge. Let's see.
I thought I had an email. Yes, I do. She's a new intake. So that would be a yes.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Mack, if you could, well, I don't know that Ms. Wilson has sent out an invitation first. Let's see if Ms. Golson can figure it out. Ms. Golson, you're going to receive an invitation to go to a breakout room. Mr. Ficus, will you be going in the breakout room with Ms. Golson?
Yes, I can do that, Judge.
All right, and so Ms. Golson, when you get that invitation, you're going to accept it and go to the breakout room with Mr. Ficus, okay?
Thank you. I have the invitation, Judge.
All right. Looks like she got it as well. All right, very good. Ms. Mack. Oh, I got it. All right. No,
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Ross. Nope, my question just got answered as to Mr. Dorsey. I was going to ask if they delivered a warrant, but he's on a Wayne County tether, and so they don't need one.
Okay.
All right, very good. I am ready to go to Mr. Yancey. Are you ready on the two remaining matters that are on this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is Mr. Smith at work?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Smith, unmute your device. I have case number 200-559-5001. State your name for me, Mr. Smith.
Brandon Smith.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Pretty good.
Now, how you at work and look like you wiping your eyes clean from sleep? What's going on your job?
Tough morning.
I'm sorry.
I said tough morning. I don't think my coffee kicked in yet.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess. I'm like, well, what job could he be on where he just come with a whole sleepy face? And okay. All right. We know it's Monday, but we don't want your sleepy face, not on your job. All right. How are you doing, Mr. Smith?
Pretty good.
You are. Tell me what you've been doing to work your program and how it's been going.
Staying out of the way, remaining drug-free. Just taking it one day at a time, working, take care of the girls, and preparing for the graduation.
Okay, very good, very good. And so have you had any difficulties that we can assist you with?
No, ma'am.
No difficulties?
Mhm.
All right, very good. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Well, I learned that even though that it might seem like, roads get tough, or it's always light at the end of the tunnel. When I first started this probation program, I was thinking that it would never end. I was thinking that, that I would never reach close to the end. But the more and more that I, deal with it, the more and more I succeed in it. It seems like it get easier and easier at, the more and more I go about it. On top of Mr. Yancey walking me through it and reassuring me that there are always that there is going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. So I thank him for walking me through it and make sure that I'm on the right track. But another thing that I also learned is that it's not necessary to be under the influence because you can enjoy life without being under the influence. So I take it all in with a grain of salt and just take it one day at a time.
Yes, you can enjoy life without being under the influence of a substance, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. That's a good thing to learn. All right, you taking good care of those girls?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, they still giving you a hard time? Then they
I
are,
don't want to go there.
and they are doing their jobs. That's their jobs. Yes. All
It
right.
definitely keep me on my toes.
Yes, that's good. And that's why you need to be substance free, Mr. Smith. You just said it. You are raising daughters. They are going to keep you on their toes, your toes, or should keep you on your toes for the rest of their lives, right? And so you've got to be able to be aware and to make good decisions for them and make right moves that with yourself, because everything you do is going to impact them. And so you are absolutely right. And you can't do that when you're utilizing substances. It's just,
Absolutely.
you can do it, but you won't do it well. You won't do it well. There you go. All right. Mr. Yancey, what do you have asked to Mr. Smith?
Your Honor, I'm just excited about his employment, Your Honor, and that he's at work this morning. We've had some ups and downs with employment, but he has some new employment. That seemed like that's working out well. He's in compliance with screening and everything. He's looking forward to graduation. I'm looking forward to seeing him at graduation. Only thing he has a balance of fines and costs. He reports that he has it. I did not want him to mail it at this point. So at the rehearsal, he's going to be able to pay it.
Okay, very good. Very good. All right. Do you have any questions, Mr. Smith, for us?
I did want to ask, as far as the case, once everything is complete, how the actual case will go about?
What do you mean? What's going to happen to your charge that's with us?
Mhm.
It's going to be dismissed. I believe he has a dismiss. Wait a minute.
I believe he does have a dismissible offense, Your Honor.
Yes, he does.
All right. It's going to be dismissed.
So that's as good as it gets, Mr. Smith.
Absolutely. All right, Mr. Smith, if you don't have any questions, let's get dates.
Your Honor, we're going to have him come back on May 19th at 8:35 for the graduation, and I'll see him on May 16th at the rehearsal, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Congratulations, Mr. Smith. Good report. Drug doesn't last forever. It's almost over for you. Hopefully, you've taken the opportunity to learn some things, get some tools. I know you've met some great people, Mr. Yancey, the court, treatment people. That's one of the good things about drug treatment court. You're exposed to different people who only want to help you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Smith, I'm going to go ahead and excuse you because I know you're at work. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm gonna see you on the 19th, okay?
Look forward to it.
All right, very good. Take good care of yourself.
Okay, you too. Y'all
Thank
guys
you.
have a good one.
Okay, you too. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Kaczmarzyk, are you ready for your case?
Yes, I am.
All right, I have the following for you. Case number 2000228 FD. State your full name for me, please.
Jacob Kaczmarczyk.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm very good, thank you.
All right, you're still new to the program. Tell me, what do you think so far?
I've been busy. I've been already. I already signed up for the out treatment patient substance abuse program. I've been testing twice a week, and just trying to go day by day with it and stay busy.
All right, very good. What's been difficult for you so far with respect to work in the program?
I mean, I had some difficulties trying to get in the outpatient program because I felt like I was like just calling a bunch of places and I didn't actually know what I'm doing, but I actually finally got through and it worked out. But
It worked out. Very good. Very, very good. So when do you get started with the outpatient?
I already did. I already went for first meeting already. And I think the next, it's like every 2 weeks and we have meetings, so.
All right. And so I believe this is Mr. Griffin's case. Is that correct, Mr.
Yes,
Yin?
it is.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. And so here's what I'd like you to do, Mr. Kaczmarzyk. Follow up with Mr. Griffin, and so that we can make sure we know what your treatment plan is, so we can make sure that you're following it. Okay?
Yeah, I'm current with Mr. Griffin.
Okay.
We talk, yeah.
All right. Well, the court doesn't know. So that's why I'm
Okay.
asking you to follow up, to make sure he gets that documentation so that
Yeah.
I can know what your treatment plan is and making sure that you stay in compliance with it. Okay.
No problem.
Any
Yep.
questions for the team this morning?
Nope, I don't have any questions at the moment.
All right. Sounds like you hit the ground running and you're doing a good job.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. Mr. Yancey, were you going, or Ms. Robs, were either of you going to give me an update on Mr. Kaczmarzyk on behalf of Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, just from what I can tell, Mr. Kaczmarczyk, he is screening. Those screenings are negative at this time. We're pleased that he did start his treatment program. I'm not privy to which one it is. So if he could either tell us or we'll find that information out by the next date. And we'll also make sure we've requested a assessment from that agency.
All right, very good. Mr. Kaczmarzyk, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I don't.
No questions? All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Kaczmarzyk?
Your Honor, we're going to have him come back on May 23rd of this year at 8:35. And we should have all the information that I just mentioned as far as the agency, the assessment, and anything else we need at that time.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Kaczmarzyk?
Yes, I did.
All right, very good. It's good to see you. Continue to do well. You're doing a good job. Mr. Reed, was there anything you wanted to add?
Judge, just good report, sir. You're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. If you have questions, be sure to ask questions. Testing is so important. Make sure you get that done. Thank you. Keep up the good work, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, very good. If nothing else, I'm going to release you as well, Mr. Kaczmarzyk. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you. I'll see you, Judge.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. There is someone that has joined us from Elmhurst Men. Do we know who that is?
Your Honor, if I could, I
And
believe,
somebody is smoking in my courtroom, so I'm going to remove you and you can dial back in when you have some sense. That's how we're gonna do it. All right.
Your Honor,
who do we
if
have on
I
her?
believe that is a Mr. Tolliver. He was referred to our program by Judge Bryant. And we did do a brief interview with him, and then we did refer him to inpatient. So we will need to do an intake with him. It just won't be today. I think we did ask him to check in. I didn't know it was today, but he is at Elmhurst Home. So we did want the proof that he was there, and then we can come up with a day to do the intake.
All right. And so Mr. Tolliver, I didn't see Mr. Tolliver on my docket today. So we want to always make sure he makes the docket because we don't want people to fall through the cracks. So Mr. Tolliver, good morning to you. I'm glad that you are at Elmhurst. I want you to continue to work the programming there. Mr. Yancey, do you think that, I'm glad he's in inpatient treatment, so that means that he needed it right away. And so we can do the intake. What date would you like to do that, Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, can we do his intake on the 12th, Your Honor, of this week?
Yes.
Thursday, I should be ready on Thursday at 8:35, if they can come back on at that time.
Yes. Do you have a case number for Mr. Tolliver? Because Ms. Mack doesn't have any of that.
I'll get a case number. Yes, I do have one. I apologize because I didn't really process him when he came to the court. I just referred him. His case number is 210-446-3401.
All right. Very good. And so Ms. Mack, if you could put Mr. Tolliver on my docket for review on May 12th at 8:35 a.m., we'll be in great shape. All right, Mr. Tolliver, keep up the great work. Mr. Yancey, reach out to the staff at Elmhurst to let them know what's going on, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Take care, Mr. Tolliver.
Thank you.
All right. All right, I am ready. I believe we've had some folks join us from the traffic docket. If you are an attorney, please call into the courtroom to check in with my clerk by dialing 313-965-2280 so we can make sure we have you in the right place and we don't waste your time, and we can connect you with the prosecuting attorney if you need to speak with the prosecuting attorney about your client's case. So let's do that. And then I see that there's an individual that joined us. Your last name begins with the letter A. I am still doing my specialty court docket. And so, sir, you are going to receive an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation. And there's an attorney there who will speak with you. Thank you so much. All right. I see Miss Bell is on this morning. Miss Bell, I wish you had a really big mirror that you could, where did she go? Where you could see yourself. I'm gonna have you on mute. Because Miss Bell, you look fabulous. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Bell, I don't know how you look in the mirror on today and see yourself and decide to do anything other than whatever you're doing to look like you look today, because you look wonderful.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Bell. Miss Bell, Miss Bell, Miss Bell. I'm so glad to see you this morning.
Glad to see you too.
I know you feel better.
Yes, I do.
And you definitely look better. You sound better. And Miss Robs, have that conversation with her about the connection of her medical to her lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
I heard some things in court the last time she was with us.
Yeah.
And the first thing that came to my mind is when she's doing that, it triggers this.
Yeah.
Have some conversation with her. All right, I don't see Miss Bell on my docket. We need to add her to the docket because I know I said I wanted to check in. I wanted to see her face on this morning. I do need her to be in her treatment, doing what she's supposed to be doing. I just wanted to see your face. Miss Bell,
Yes.
what's more important is I need you to see your face this morning.
I feel good, Yana.
Yes, I know you do. Come on, Miss Bell. You got to fight this good fight. You deserve it. You deserve it. And when you're doing what you're supposed to do, you know that you feel better, right? And that things work out better for you.
Yes.
You've got to spend some time thinking about what is it, who is it, where is it that I need to let go of so that I can stay on the path that I'm on right this moment. You got to have that honest conversation with yourself. You've got to have that honest conversation with yourself.
And I shall.
I thought about you this weekend. I was with my brother who, you know, I've shared with you all, who is in recovery 34 years now. And one of the things we talked about, we was family all together, how when he got clean and sober, he cut off a lot of our relatives. And we just didn't understand it. We thought, oh, you think you better than everybody. And, you know, like, oh, now you too good to be around. But you know what? He had to cut off these family members because they were not on the same path with him. He had to cut them off because they were his connection to the drugs and the alcohol and to the things that he was doing that jacked his life up. So he had to cut them off. Family, I'm talking about family that was raised like brothers and sisters. I'm not talking about third, fourth, fifth cousins or, you know, my sister's cousins, aunties, brothers, nephew. I'm talking about folks who family, like family. And so I thought about you because I said, there's probably some folks in her life that she's gonna have to say bye to. She's gonna have to cut them off. She gonna have to separate herself. They might not understand it. Folks talked about my brother. And you know, I even was looking at him a little side-eyed until I understood, until he shared with me why he couldn't be around certain people and he couldn't go to certain folks' houses and he couldn't keep company with certain people because he understood I can't be clean if I'm gonna hang around with dirty stuff in dirty places with dirty people. Can't do it. And my brother's a very strong-willed person, a chemical engineer. He's retired now. He was a chemical engineer. Very strong-willed, very smart, but realized very quickly, I can't stay clean hanging in dirty places or around dirty people, doing dirty things. So I want you to think about that and have some honest discussion with yourself, okay?
Okay.
All right. I just wanted to lay eyes on you today, and I'm happy with what I see. Miss Robs, is there anything you need to share with me? I want her to get back to treatment.
Your Honor, I just want to say to Miss Bell, I apologize, Your Honor, Ebony Robs, Specialty Court Case Manager. Miss Bell, I am in full agreement with Judge. You look absolutely wonderful. Please keep up the good work. I know we had the opportunity to speak, Miss Bell, and I really hope that you take your time and really process the things that you need to process while in treatment. I will follow up, as Judge indicated, with regard to the connection between medical and substance use. I think that will be very helpful for you. Your Honor, she's doing a great job. Just again, keep up the good work, Ms. Bell.
I appreciate that. That conversation that we had the last time I saw you, it really helped.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. If nothing else from any of the other team members Or Ms. Bell, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Well, no, Your Honor, right now I'm pretty satisfied. I see what I need to do, and I'm going to continue to do it.
All right. And we're here to help you. Whatever we need to do to help you, we have signed up. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Ms. Robs, what's next for Ms. Bell? And I need to add, Ms. Bell, do you have her case number, Ms. Robs?
Your Honor, I don't. I believe, Mr. Yancey, would you have her case number? We've been working hand in hand, Your Honor. I apologize.
No, that's okay. If not, let's just make sure we circle back to Ms. Mack and get it to her. Unless, well, I don't know how common her name is, but
Because she was, and sorry for the interruption, I think she was actually scheduled for this Thursday, May 12th. So we can probably now push that back to May 16th, but I'll get the case number.
All right, let's put her on for May 16th, 2022, and that will be at 8:35 a.m.
Judge, if you want to know the case number, it is 2100011153. I'm sorry, there are 2 zeros. 21001153.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Bell, go do some work on you.
Okay.
All right, good to see you, ma'am.
You too, Your Honor.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I see that there is an attorney, is it Dial, for Miss Moses? And
Yes.
so is your client, did you speak with my clerk already?
Yes, actually, Your Honor, I came into the courtroom sometime last week and asked if I could potentially make a bond argument for Miss Moses. I do represent her on a felony matter, and I appeared in court with her for a preliminary examination. She was visibly in a lot of pain, and she's still in custody.
I don't know that I have Miss Moses's case.
You do. You have 4 cases with her for a misdemeanor, and she's for mental health court. I believe she'll be back in front of you on the 11th. I did speak with Mr. Griffin previously to see if he could potentially make a bond argument. I did know that he sent the email asking if she could be placed on the docket, but I don't know if there was ever any response. So I'm just trying to find out if I could potentially make an argument for her so she could be placed in a treatment facility.
Okay, I have no information on Miss Moses on this morning. So my apologies. I've not received an email about Miss Moses. And so my apologies on that. But the best that I could do is I have to get some information from the team. And the thing is, I can't even say whether or not I can get her into a facility because with mental health, I don't know what that's going to look like, or if there's some other issues that may get her into a different kind of facility a lot quicker. And so I just have to get some information. So I'd like to schedule this for a bond reduction hearing. She doesn't have a bond on her felony?
No, she has a personal bond with a tether to be tethered. Originally, I found a placement for her at Team West, but since then they're not accepting anyone else. They did try to transfer her. So now we're working on another placement, but wherever she would go, her bond for her felony is a personal bond with the GPS tether to either a substance abuse or mental health treatment facility.
Okay, all right. I need the opportunity to get some information from the team. And so if we could bring this back on tomorrow, that should give me enough. No, when is Mr. Griffin? You said you spoke with Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
As in Brian Griffin?
I believe it was a Herman Griffin.
Herman Griffin, okay. Because I'm like, wait, Mr. Griffin doesn't have anything to do with mental health court. But we have a whole Griffin family on a part of the court team. All right, so Herman Griffin. So this is what I would need to do. Yes.
I just happened to look up Ms. Moses, one of her cases. She's already scheduled before you on Wednesday at 8:35. So
all right. Wonderful. Then that's when I would do the hearing on Wednesday.
Okay.
That will give that team enough time to get me information and hopefully to look at what options may be available.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, counsel. I just didn't want to have you sitting too long, okay?
I appreciate it. You have a great day.
All right, you do the same. Thank you so much. All right. Let's go to Ms. Golson. Are we ready on Ms. Golson?
We are, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let's do it. I have the following matter for Tia Golson. I have case number Z8080211. Ms. Golson, state your full name for me, please.
She is muted, Judge.
Uh-oh, you need to unmute for me.
Tia Laree Golson.
All right, Ms. Golson, how are you this morning?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good.
How are you, Judge?
I am doing very well. I'm glad to see you. I'm always excited about people coming into our program because that says to me they know they need help and they want the kind of help that we are able to give them. Am I right about you this morning, Ms. Golson?
Yes, you are.
All right, wonderful. And it's also good to see folks smiling when they get ready to come into this program.
I wasn't smiling a few minutes ago.
You weren't?
No.
You smiling now. You smiling now.
Okay.
It's a lot of work, but you are going to find that it's nothing like what anybody ever may have told you or what you may have imagined about a probation. I think I don't want to use the word enjoy. I don't know that anybody enjoys being on probation, but you're going to find it that it's very beneficial to you. Okay. All right. Very good. I'm ready for Ms. Robbs is going to present Ms. Golson. Ms. Robbs, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, before the court, we have Ms. Tia Golson, who is a referral from Judge Perkins. Ms. Golson is a 57-year-old single African-American female. Her height, 56.
Don't you give her no extra here. I'm not mad at you. Get Ms. Robbs together. It's not her birthday yet, Ms. Robbs.
Yes, Your Honor. 56-year-old single African-American female. Her highest level of education is the 11th grade. She is currently in school working on her GED. She is working on her disability with SSI, SSD. She does have 3 children, all adults. Your Honor, she is willing to participate in specialties court. She does admit to having a substance addiction / problem. She does not have any violent offenses or felonies. She has not participated in specialty court within the last 10 years. She did test today, Your Honor. I am awaiting the results from the lab. But she has a test from May 2nd, which was negative of all substances. She is being set up for testing at JAMS. She will be linked with Lake Ridge Village for outpatient services. She has had some successful histories of outpatient / inpatient treatment for substance abuse. She does, Your Honor, have several goals that she is going to work on while in specialty court, which include housing, GED completion, follow up and finding a primary medical physician, stabilizing her with recovery resources, working on guilt and shame in association with her substance use and mental health coordination. Your Honor, she has not, we haven't called, we tried to call the 1-800 line. Ms. Golson had misplaced the number. So before we leave today, we're going to have her all set up with Lake Ridge and get her all squared away. Your Honor, during having a conversation with Ms. Golson, she, Your Honor, is very excited about coming into the program. She's eager to work on herself. She does realize, Your Honor, that she has some significant things that she does need to work on. She does identify that she has a support system, her children, and a significant other. We will have to link her, Your Honor, again, as I indicated, with some mental health. Your Honor, again, she appears that she wants to participate in the program, and I do, Your Honor, ask that she is a candidate for our program on today.
All right, very good. Mr. Fikens, you went in the breakout room with Ms. Golson.
I did, Your Honor, and thank you for that opportunity. Ms. Golson is a lovely young woman of only 56 years, Judge, and
There you go. Did you hear him get that age right, Ms. Gold?
Yes, ma'am.
But Judge, I've really not seen someone so interested and eager to get going in a program, who's come to an understanding of herself and others that this is what she needs, this is what she wants. Boy, if she's ready to hit the ground running, I can see it. And she's very pleasant to talk to. And I just wish her well along the way. I know she's going to do great things here. I just know it, Judge. So I certainly and wholeheartedly recommend her for acceptance into the drug treatment court program.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Golson?
Yes,
What do
ma'am.
you want to tell me about yourself? After hearing what Ms. Robs and Mr. Vikings has said about you, what would you like me to know about you?
I am currently in school for my GED, which I took it before, but I was one of the ones that got lost in the system, so I had to retake it. I'm currently in the Learn to Earn program, and it's a very good program. I actually want to get my culinary license so I can become a chef. Yes, that's my goal, to open up my own restaurant. That's my goal.
So that means you can cook?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What's your specialty?
I'm Southern food. I don't bake. I'm all Southern food. And then I like to do them turkey chops, them lamb chops, lobster tails, crab legs, stuff like that. Yeah.
Right, listen to you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I want to learn how to bake though. I don't know how to bake.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
When
yet.
you say Southern, or do you have some Southern connections?
Yes, my mother and my dad both were from, my mother was from North Carolina, my dad was from Alabama. So it's embedded me. I'm an adopted child actually, but I was raised by the best parents I could ever been raised by.
Yes, that's so wonderful. All right. See, when you have those Southern connections, you can cook. That means you can cook.
Yeah.
We already
And my mother had her own catering business as well. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Look at you. Well, you know, we like to eat in specialty court. We just do. We blame it on COVID, but we like to eat even before COVID. Okay.
Okay.
But we do blame it on COVID.
Okay.
And so listen.
I have to bring y'all some dishes then.
All right.
Okay, will do.
Listen, Ms. Golson, I'm
Yes,
so
ma'am.
excited that you have agreed to work the program. So you acknowledge that you have some issues and that you need to work through them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're willing to accept the type of work that we're going to do here in specialty court.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. And so did you had an opportunity to meet with the attorney? Do you have any additional questions for us today?
No.
No additional questions?
No, because I know, I basically know what the program is about.
All right. I see you getting emotional. Tell me what those tears are about.
Just tired.
Tired? This has been hard on you?
Yes.
Starting to wear you down?
Yes, it's done wore me down and my relationship.
Yeah. And you realize you can't do it by yourself, right?
Yes.
All right. Then you're in the right place. You're in the right place with the right group of people because we're going to help you. If you really want to do it, we're going to help you do it. When's the last time you had a physical? Just make sure everything is good with you.
About 2 months ago.
Okay, she in great
I
shape.
had a doctor up until about 2 months ago. I don't know where he went. He just went AWOL.
It happens. You're like the third person that's told me their doctor went AWOL.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
I don't know, but I do need another doctor. But yeah, I'm in perfectly good health.
All right, very good. And we want to keep you that way. So
Okay.
that means we got to work on this other thing, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if you're willing to work it, we're willing to work with you and work for you. And so I'm excited about you coming into the program. Mr. Fikens, you did determine that your client is in fact eligible to participate in our specialty court program.
Yes, Your Honor, she is.
All right, very good, Ms. Robs. You did your lien checks, your background checks, and And did you find that she's been a violent offender, or if she is a substantial threat to the public?
Your Honor, per lien, Ms. Golson is not a substantial risk to the public, and she's not a violent offender.
All right, very good. Then with that, I am going to accept Ms. Golson into our program. We are so happy to receive you, ma'am. You are going to probably see more of me than you ever imagined you would see of a judge, but that's okay. We don't know each other. Listen, I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody when they come into this program. Honesty is always going to go the farthest with me. Honesty. Tell me what's going on. Even if you don't want to do it on YouTube, where if the whole world can see, ask to go to a breakout room. Let Ms. Robs know. Ms. Robs knows how to contact me. But honesty is always going to be the thing that works for me. Because when you're honest with me, I can help you. When you're not honest with me, then you keep me from doing my job. And that's not going to be a good thing at all.
Yes, ma'am.
I show up, and I show up ready to work and give it everything that I got. All right. So anybody get in my way, I'm not going to be happy about it.
Well, I'm not gonna get in your way.
Don't get in my way. So
All
just
right.
be honest with me so that I can help you. Because
Yes,
that's what we're here for. We want to help you. And we realize that there's not a button we can push and just say, okay, alcohol is over, or this behavior is over, or you're not doing this anymore. There's not a button we can push. It takes time, and we have to work at it. As long as you roll up your sleeves and work at it, we're going to be at the table with you working at it too. Okay?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. If no more questions, Ms. Robs, what do you have for Ms. Golson for return to court?
Your Honor, May 23rd, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, that's after graduation.
My apologies, Your Honor. If I could do a face-to-face with Ms. Golson on May 16th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. and then a return to court, which would be May 19th for graduation. And I'll get you all the information, Ms. Golson. May 19th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Thank you, Ms. Robs. And let's make sure, Ms. Mack, that we add Ms. Golson to my docket on today.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
That's Monday, May 16th at 10:35? 10:35?
Yes,
Okay.
you'll talk
And
with
then-
Ms. Robs.
And then May 19th at 8:35 here at the court?
Yes,
on Zoom?
physically come in.
Physically come in, and then May 23rd?
No,
What's that?
take that May 23rd date off for right now.
Okay,
We'll give you
okay,
your
so-
next court date at graduation, okay?
Okay,
All right.
8:35, May 19th. Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. All right, Ms. Golson, so nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Your Honor.
All right, take care of yourself.
Thank you. You do as well.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Okay.
Your Honor, Ms. Golson, if you can wait there for me, I'll be right down. I got a couple things I need to get from you before you leave today.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. McCullough Harrell, are you at work? You're muted, or I can't hear
No.
you.
No,
Okay, you know you were supposed to get on at 9:35.
I thought she said 10.
Okay, well, just mute yourself. I'm gonna call your case in just a second. All
Okay.
right. Good to
Yep.
see you not at the courthouse. You know, he just keep coming to visit me in person. All right, I'm coming back to you. All right, let's go to Mr. Paul. Ms. Robs, was this a check-in from Mr. Paul?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I have case number SP 105079111. Mr. Paul, did you freeze up? Unmute yourself for me, Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul has a bad connection. Mr. Paul, you're gonna have to go find a good connection. Because that one's not it. All right, Ms. Robs, can we go to Mr. McCullough Harrell? Because I think he was just checking in.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McCullough Harrell, where are you? Get back in the screen. All
I'm
right,
back.
here we go. Case number 22WE00109. State your full name for me, Mr. McCullough Harrell.
Cedric McCullough Harrell.
Your name is not Cedric. Would you tell me your name is? Okay, the correct pronunciation. Don't let us mess up stuff. All right. How are you doing today, young man?
I'm good.
You good?
Yes.
All right. You're doing the right thing, Mr. McCullough Harrell?
Yes.
All right. No issues at all?
No.
All right. I just wanted to check in on you. You know, you saw me about 20 times last week, you know, and the week before. So I just wanted to see your face today to make sure you weren't having any issues, right?
Right.
No issues. All right. What's been difficult for you since the last time I've seen you? What challenges have you had, if any?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I'm just checking because, you know, if we can do anything to help, we're certainly on board to do so. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Miss Robbs, how is Mr. McCullough Harrell doing with the adjustments that we made?
Your Honor, as Mr. McCullough Harrell indicated, no issues, Your Honor. He's on task. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He does and should have something for you, Your Honor. That
I
he
know.
needs to
I
do.
know. Up in that journal, right? He thought I was going to forget. He thought I was going to forget. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, do you have your journal with you right now?
No. I
Don't-
didn't make one yet.
What did I tell you? When were you supposed to start your assignment?
We talked a lot.
15 minutes every single day.
Yeah, I'm about to go in there and fix the garbage disposal again now.
A minimum of 15 minutes every day. You have to write down. No, sir. You got to follow my whole order. So I hope you have a good memory, or I'm going to just extend it. You have to have 30 entries. I'm just going to keep extending it until I see 30 entries in your journal.
Okay.
What y'all been talking about?
First time we talked about court, and then it was
What you
another
told her
day.
about this old mean judge that's making you talk to your grandmother every day?
No.
Oh, you better not have.
She
Okay,
didn't.
what else?
Like yesterday, I came in and I didn't say nothing. She like, you high? I was like, I can't be.
Listen to that.
I took her to Eastern Market to the meat part so she can get some stuff. And rode with her.
Look at you being a good grandson.
We've been talking.
I know you ain't happy about it, but you gonna watch. You just watch. You're so fortunate to have your grandmother. You are. You are. You better do my 30 entries.
Okay.
One time a day. Miss Robbs, I'm not letting up. Once a day, at least 15 minutes. I know she's so excited when you talk to her. She talked to you, she talked your head off.
Yes.
I know. You can tell me thank you later, okay? He not happy. Trust me, y'all, he is not happy about this. I'm enjoying every minute of it. I just am, because I have grandsons, and one day I hope to live to be in my 80s, and I don't want them to ever get in trouble, but if they do, I want them to have a judge that's going to say, you got to go to your grandmother every day and talk to her for a minimum of 15 minutes. That's right. Yes, because them grandsons, they love me now. They want to be up under me now, but I don't know about when they get older. So, Mr. McCullough Harrell, I appreciate you doing what the court ordered you to do, okay?
Yes.
All right, you don't seem happy today. What's wrong with you?
I am.
Okay. I mean, you could come in and see me if that makes you happier.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. All right, Miss Robbs. Nothing else on Mr. McCullough Harrell?
Your Honor, I just want to give just a quick, I guess maybe shout out to Mr. Cedric McCullough Harrell, because I don't know if he notices how much better he's looking, and just how much brighter his skin, and just everything's clearer. I just encourage you just to keep up the good work, to continue to follow up or pop off with your peer, and just keep up the good work, because you're doing great.
Yeah. Have you noticed that anything is better, Mr. McCullough Harrell?
No, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff.
I almost said what has damaged your brain cells to forget. It's not because you're not doing. Okay. Well, then that's a good reason to have that journal. Listen, I live by it. I have to write stuff down. I write it down. I try to make sure I put it in my phone, but at least it's written down. And so you just have to do it until your mind gets retrained to think and remember without any influences, any outside influences. Retraining the mind, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I know he don't want to hear it. Okay. All right, Ms. Reed, Mr. Vikings, anything else for Mr. McCullough Harrell?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that it's always good to see you, sir. You've come a long way in a very short period of time to me. So keep up the great work. You got work to do, but you're on the right path, man. You're doing it the right way. Keep it up.
Are you
Thank
listening, Mr. McCullough Harrell?
Thanks. I'm looking for a package, so I'm sitting outside.
Oh, okay. All right. It's a package at your house, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you know they stole my packages off my front porch and I'm mad about it.
Oh, wow.
I was mad about it. All my little Amazon packages, 5 of them that day. All right, I digress. Miss Robbs, what's next for Mr. McCullough Harrell?
Your Honor, would it be possible to do a face-to-face with Mr. McCullough Harrell on May 16th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. and then a return of court date for May 19th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. for the graduation? And I've sent you that information, Mr. McCullough Harrell, in your email. So you have the instructions and the location for the graduation in your email for you to physically attend. Hmm?
How long ago did you send that?
A while.
Ooh, okay.
I'll resend it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else, go enjoy the rest of your day and I will physically see you unless you get a call from Ms. Robbs. I won't see you in person again until May 19th, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Take care, sir.
You too.
All right. Mr. Paul, are you where you can hear me now? Uh-oh.
You're muted.
I can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Okay, yes, sir. I can hear you. I'm going to place your case number back on the record again. SP 105-079-11. State your full name for me.
Keith Paul.
All right, Mr. Paul, how are you today? You're not having a good day today?
No,
Okay, do you want to talk about it?
I don't like share house.
Mr. Paul, is that share house?
I don't like it.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's too nasty and dirty. I don't like it. It's too many sick people in here. I just don't like it. I'm ready to go.
Miss Robbs, refresh me if you have to in a text or chat. Is he going back to Lake Ridge?
Your Honor, we are trying to work on that. There was a minor issue that came about, but we were able to resolve it quickly. So we're in the process of trying to get that taken care of, Your Honor. I believe more than likely he will go back. I will make a call today so that we can see what we can do. Mr. Paul, you have my direct contact. Why didn't you call me?
I've been trying to call you. You ain't been answering. I called you, wished you happy Mother's Day yesterday when they gave me
On
my
my
phone.
direct number?
Your direct number. I text you happy Mother's Day. I called you off one of their phones that they let me use. All through the week, you didn't answer. I was just finna pack up and leave. Like, it's too nasty in here for me. You know,
I have no calls on my phone other than the one from Wednesday.
Yep, I've been texting your
That's
phone number. I just, this ain't my cup of tea here, you know.
No
You know,
calls.
it's too nasty in here. Guys sick. It's just too much, you know. It's just not me. I've been frustrated ever since I've been here. I was on the urge to just leave here, you know. That's just not me. I understand I messed up one time. I've been messing up thousands and thousands of times and stuff. I'd have been locked up. I'd have did 7 months at Lake Ridge. It's overwhelming me, you know. It's too much, you know. I would have took a alcohol tether or anything to be up in here, you know. It's just too much. It's overwhelming me.
Well, Mr. Paul, not to cut you off, and this is a conversation I think I need to have with you on another note, because as we know, that's not all. So where we are is because choices were made. Okay, we are where we are because choices were made. Some on record and some off. So at this point, sir, I understand exactly what you mean. And I'm going to try my hardest to make sure that these situations get rectified. But in the meanwhile, what I am going to say is I'm very glad that you did not pack up your things and leave. I'm glad that you stayed where you were until you came off of court so that you can talk to judge and the attorneys, and then we can try to figure this situation out for you.
I don't even want to go back to Lake Ridge. I want to go home. I can do this stuff at home.
Mr. Paul, we have a lot hanging over our heads at this time and a lot to lose. So let us be very mindful of every decision that we make at this point. Now, I did not get your calls. I apologize. I don't know why. However, allow me to do my job before you make any irrational decision, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you, Mr. Paul.
Yes, and so do I. And I do applaud you for not just leaving. Ms. Robbs, I want to give you the opportunity to work on addressing his concerns. And thank you for, speaking with him. Some of the things you said is what I would say, we make choices, and sometimes the outcome is just not what we bargained for, but that's life. And that's how life goes. You get to make a choice, but the fallout, you don't get to choose that or control it. And so Ms. Robbs has asked for an opportunity to work on some things. And so give her that opportunity to do so. Okay?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
we'll go from there. But I cannot just gloss over the fact that you remained there, even though things have not been what you wanted them to be. And so I applaud you for that, because you would have made things a lot worse for yourself had you walked away. And the thing about it is, Mr. Paul, when we talked before, an alcohol tether does not stop you from drinking. It just alerts us that you have been drinking. We've got to address what's going on in here and in here that may be causing you to drink.
Yeah, I ain't even meant to have no drink. I was just happy I ended up getting a house. I bought a house, putting it together, and I ended up having a drink. I ain't out here just going crazy. I understand. I've been clean for like 9 months and everything. I done completed the program at Lake Ridge. I've been over there doing what I need to do over there. Staff support.
So you bought a house?
He recently mentioned that, Your Honor, and I informed him that that was something that I needed to discuss with the court, because he could not make decisions to just leave and go and do something without notifying the court and it being approved. Because at that point, Your Honor, Mr. Paul had started doing things that was not beneficial for him. I'll say that. He was doing things that wasn't beneficial, which is why the recommendations was put out there that he needed to go and follow up with medical, psychiatric, as well as cognitive, because there was some things that were going on that were not good. So,
and if my memory serves me correctly, I don't have my notes on Mr. Paul, but if my memory serves me correctly, there were some things, Mr. Paul, that you needed to get done.
Yes,
You had not gotten the ball moving.
Yes, I am. I know I needed it. I know I needed to go to the medical.
Hold on. We're not the holdup. You are.
Yeah, I gotta go to get the medical. I had an appointment with my primary care doctor, but I'm here. I can't, I missed that appointment, so I gotta reschedule an appointment for them. And the other place she had me call was Lincoln Behavior. They had me on hold so long time, a high call volumes every time I called back. And I didn't even know which other place to call. Like, I don't know, I should have asked, but every time I call Lincoln Behavior, they say, we on high call volume, what's your name? I give them my name and my phone number, they never call back. I call them back the next day. I never get an answer. They say the same thing over and over. And I knew where they was at on Telegraph, I think, somewhere. And I just didn't follow up with them. Then I knew I couldn't just walk in there. So I've been waiting on them to give me an appointment. But they keep saying high call volumes. I've been trying to do what I need to do. Whatever she tells me to do, Ms. Robs tell me to do, I'm on it. The only place I don't like is this place.
Okay.
I don't like it. I ain't gonna get jiggy with it. See, I got jiggy with Lake Ridge. I didn't like Lake Ridge at first, but I grew into it. I started liking it, and we all got along over here. It's just, this is not it right here. This is for people that's really, 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 really disrespecting themselves, letting themselves go. I'm not letting myself go.
And I understand that, Mr. Paul. And so as Ms. Robb said, she is going to work on it today. So give her an opportunity, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. And then I want to also thank you for sharing your insight and your observations at Share House. We don't know what goes on unless you tell us, okay?
Yes. I've been trying to get in touch with Ms. Robb. I don't know. I've been calling her phone. I've been trying to call her because I knew she would have did something about it. Before I came to court, because she only want me to be in nothing like this. Like, okay, let me get him somewhere else. I'll figure this out. But I couldn't get in touch with her.
Okay.
They gave me my phone yesterday. They gave me my phone.
Today. So let's give her an opportunity to get to working, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Ms. Robbs, is there anything else that you have for Mr. Paul? Because I want to give you an opportunity to work on some things.
No, Your Honor. I am going to follow up and we will see what we can do, Mr. Paul. I'll make my call and see, how we can, rectify the situation. But again, I do thank you for not leaving.
Yes, and so do I. And so do I. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, anything as to Mr. Paul?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Paul, I understand what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. We're going to be staffing today, and we're going to be talking about your case in depth today, I'm sure. Again, I reiterate what's been said. I applaud you for not walking away, for hanging in there. I heard what you said about not being in a good place, and we're going to work on that. Stay where you are until we can get this straightened out, sir. We're listening to you. We hear what you said. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I will.
All right, very good. Go ahead, Mr. Fikens.
Hey, thank you. Mr. Paul, we've been through a lot. You're doing it the right way, and I applaud you for that. You're hanging in there. You're doing it the right way. Life always throws frustrations, and it's our ability to figure out how to get by and around those frustrations, and you're doing it. And I appreciate you for that. Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right. All right, very good. Ms. Robbs, what's next? Well, I know we're going to talk about Mr. Paul today, but let's give him some dates so that he knows what's going on. You want to put him on for, but you tell me what you want to do, Ms. Robbs.
Your Honor, is it possible to have him to do a face-to-face with me with May 16th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. and then a return of court date of May 19th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. for the graduation?
All right, Mr. Paul, did you get that?
Yes.
All right, give Ms. Robbs an opportunity today, and then she'll get back with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, hang in there, sir.
I will.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I saw that Ms. Richardson was on. I turned off her camera. She had a hat on in my courtroom, And so I need her to, we can turn on her camera. I'll ask you to start your video, but come on, Ms. Richardson, be court ready. Ms. Richardson, you have to take that hat off in my courtroom. There you go. I can't hear you because you're on mute. I'm gonna unmute you.
I'm sorry.
All right, very good. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're
Judge.
not driving and talking to me, right?
No, I'm trying to get my car started. It's been a rough morning.
It's been a rough morning. I see one of your beautiful babies. Good morning, babies. All right. All right, let me place Ms. Richardson's case on the record. SP 110-32971, SP 116-18892, and case number Z80695551. Ms. Richardson, state your full name for me.
Ashley Nicole Richardson.
All right, Ms. Richardson, what's been going on with you?
Okay, I missed my my drop yesterday. I missed my drop, and that was only because my car, I'm trying to get my car fixed. I'm sitting in my car now trying to get it fixed. And the only reason why I missed it was because my car wasn't starting. I think I got to go to Pontiac to drop on Sundays on the weekends. I think it's not my usual place.
Pontiac or Detroit has late weekend drops.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I missed it. My car. I'm sitting in my car. Right. Hey. I'm in my car trying to get it fixed now. I did not mean to miss it. I promise you.
Ms. Richardson, you know that you can't miss tests.
I know. I've been doing everything what I'm supposed to be doing, but I've been going through a lot, for real. Like, I've been trying to find a house. Like, it's a lot going on. But I'm cool. Leave my car. Stop. Go.
Why are the babies in school today?
No, they do viral school.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have them in school.
Okay.
Because of the whole COVID thing, I'm scared. But that's why they ain't in school.
Okay. All right. Well, they're fine. But I do need your attention. They're fine. So, Ms. Richardson,
yes.
I'm going to need you to go and test this morning.
Okay. I have no problem with that.
Well, I'm saying this morning. It'll have to be today.
Okay.
It have to be in the afternoon hours, okay?
All right. I have no problem with that.
All right. And so I know you said you're going through a lot. You look like you got your hands full. What can we help you with?
My water got cut off. I had to get it cut back on. I'm going through a lot. Like, I really need to move from my house.
Okay.
And then now my car is going through some stuff. Like, I don't know what to do. Like,
so your house is it's not in condition for you to be able to live in it?
It's not. I found out my landlord, it wasn't my landlord. And then they put a block on my lights to where I can't get them cut back on. Like, I'm really going through a lot, and I'm trying to keep it cool.
Mr. Yancey, you have a connection with Mr. Bowser, is that correct? From Department of Human Services?
I'm sorry?
I'm talking to Mr. Yancey. You're on mute, Mr. Yancey.
I'm sorry. I'm familiar with him. I've had a contact with him before. We'll have to figure out what we can. I have to have a extensive conversation with Ms. Richardson to see what's the best avenue to attack as far as what's going on with her.
All right. So, Ms. Richardson, I need you to speak with Mr. Yancey today and let him know what's going on so that we can.
I've tried to keep him up to date to what was going on, you know.
Okay.
I have, like, I'm really going through something, and like I'm trying to keep it together. I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep it together for real. Yeah, I'm having a hard time right now.
All right, Mr. Yancey, I really need you to follow up with her today to connect her with resources where housing is concerned. Because we want her to be living in a building where she has electricity and water for her and for those babies. And so if you could follow through with that on today, that would be great.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And Ms. Richardson is going to go and test today. And
And we'll pay for that, Your Honor.
yes, and we will pay for it. Ms. Richardson, are you still working?
Right now, I'll go back to work on the 14th.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go back to work on the 14th.
All right, very good, very good. All right, do you have any questions for us, Ms. Richardson, today? No? All right, I see tears. Are those tears just you're overwhelmed right now? It's a lot going on. All right, I want you to take things one step at a time. You're gonna talk to Mr. Yancey today about the housing situation, okay? And then hopefully he's gonna be able to point you in the right direction to get some housing, some emergency housing, it sounds like. Okay?
Okay.
All right, do you have any questions for us today? Ms. Richardson, the babies are okay. They just let them be. They okay. Do you have any questions for us today, Ms. Richardson?
No.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what would you like me to know about Ms. Richardson?
Your Honor, well, she was compliant with treatment. I didn't know she missed the test yesterday. I usually can't see it that quickly, but the other screenings she made, they were negative. I did talk to her this morning, really briefly. She said she was having some challenges, but we didn't get a chance to get into specifics. So we'll just work on that today. Hopefully we can get some things in order. She needs to screen today, and then we'll just kind of take it from there, Your Honor.
All right, sounds very good. Sounds very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Figan, do either of you have anything for Ms. Richardson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Richardson, it sounds like you have a lot on your plate. You're working the program. We want to do whatever we can to help you. And I would recommend that Mr. Yancey already mentioned paying for testing today, that we do something to help her with testing until she gets back to work. I heard her say that she's not going back to work until maybe the 14th, and maybe we can do something to help her with her testing until she gets back to work. Keep up the good work that you're doing, Ms. Richardson. Talk to Mr. Yancey about whatever problems you have, whatever help we can provide, we're willing to do that. Just hang in there, Ms. Richardson. It sounds like you have an awful lot on your plate, but you're working the program. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, if nothing else for Ms. Richardson, what's next?
Your Honor, we were going to have Ms. Richardson come back on the 19th with us with our graduation. Before that, I'm sure I'll have multiple face-to-faces with her.
Okay, very good. And then let's talk about her in staffing as well today.
Yes.
Just update me on what resources she was aligned to, okay, or aligned with.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Richardson, I need you to hang in there, okay?
I am.
You will, and you will do fine. You will. You just got to hang in there, okay?
I am. I'm trying.
All right. All right.
I said I'm just going to fill it out here.
Okay, somebody's talking. You just came into a courtroom. That means you have to mute your phone. We're in session. All right, very good. All right, Ms. Richardson, you are free to leave. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself as well as to your babies, okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, if your last name begins with the letter A, please go accept the invitation into the breakout room so that you have an opportunity to speak with the attorney. I am ready to call the remainder of the specialty court docket. Are we ready so that I can get dates? A couple of these people one person, I don't know who they are. And so I'm going to start with Gary Begley. I have the following cases: 180-449-7401, case number 162-535-571, case number SP 566-207, counts 1 and 2, and case number 210-575-8701. Does anyone know who Gary Begley is?
No, Your Honor.
Just the last case that you called was for Alfonso Gates.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's strike that last case. Can someone tell me who Mr. Begley is, or Miss Mack? Can you look to see how he got to me? If he's
Okay,
not a
yes,
part of
I will.
special.
Yes, ma'am, I'll look it up right now.
All right. All right. While she's doing that, does anyone know who Alfonso Gates is?
No, Judge.
All right.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Judge. I think that belongs to Mr. Yancey. Alfonso Gates belongs to Mr. Yancey, if I'm not mistaken.
Mr. Yancey, you have Alfonso Gates?
Oh, if I do, that's not ringing a bell for me.
Let me see if there's another date out there for him.
Let me double check.
Yeah. I'm looking in the system, he's scheduled for today and the 19th. I don't know if that was supposed to be like that. But
Are you able to see in the system who his case manager is?
Mr. Yancey, yes.
All right, Mr. Yancey.
I'm gonna double check on that. That is not ring a bell at all. But it might be mine.
Miss Mack, did you see what Mr. Begley's case was? Why he's on my docket?
I did look him up, Judge. It looks like he came from Judge Bryant, but I don't have like a file or anything, so I'm getting ready to call her courtroom to see what's going on.
Your Honor, if I could, Alfonso Gates is mine. I know exactly who that is. I didn't have him down.
Okay.
For today. If he was a face-to-face, then I can do that. He probably wasn't. If we could adjourn his case to tomorrow, that would be great.
Okay, let's do that on Mr. Gates. I'm adjourning his case to May, what's today, tonight, to May 10th, 2022, and I'll put him on for 8:35. I still need to find out about Begley.
Yes, Judge, it appears that Mr. Begley was in front of Judge Bryant. There was an order for substance abuse evaluation. It doesn't appear that he attended that. Then there was, this is in the beginning of this year, 2022. He was scheduled for sentencing on April 25th, failed to show, and a warrant was issued. It appears that then it just got scheduled in front of you for this date. I don't know why, because there's no indication why it was sent to you, except it was sent from, or was Judge Bryant's case.
And it was referred to drug court.
It doesn't say that, but I'm guessing that that's what
That
it was.
All right, and so Mr. Yancey, Rob, You know who Mr. Begley is?
I do, Your Honor. Mr. Begley was a referral from Judge Bryant. I tried to follow up with Mr. Begley and was unable to get in contact with him. I left him voicemails. He was supposed to contact me for me to do his initial intake, but there was no contact, Your Honor.
All right, and so Ms. Ross, I'm gonna have you prepare a warrant for Mr. Begley.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I need to get that signed on today, and it needs to cover all 4 of his cases.
Yes, Your Honor.
And it needs to indicate that he's to be remanded to me. And we'll, Mr. Yancey, I'm gonna mute you for a moment. We're gonna mark it drug treatment court so that if he gets picked up, they know he has to come to me.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. 1 second, please. All right, so that's good. I want to go back just a little bit to the 8th. Well, no, I won't do that. Let me close out the specialty court docket. So now I'm going to drop down to the 1035. I have for Kevin Brown, Z808-2201. Who had Mr. Brown's case?
I have Mr. Brown, Your Honor. I did speak with him. He's doing quite well, Your Honor. He's in compliance with everything. We're going to actually see him on the 19th at the graduation.
All right, very good. So his return to court date is May 19th at 8:35 a.m. I have for Nicole Colbert, Z800891 and Z8066271.
Yes, Your Honor. She's also doing well. She has a brand spanking new job. She's been on it 3 weeks at a bank. She's actually really liking that job. And we're going to have her come back on the 19th at 8:35. We thought she'd be able to graduate. She's got a couple things she needs to do. And I don't know if she can get multiple days off. So she's going to be close after our graduation, but she will be in attendance on the 19th.
All right. All right, for Morticia Pryor, 200-557-9901.
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Pryor is doing excellent, and she is all set, happy, anxious, and waiting to graduate on the 19th at 8:35.
All right, very good, very good. Let's go to, oh, I can't take that noise. 1 second, you all. All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. I have Darren 201-000-0277.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Twitty's doing pretty well. He's still working. He's worked out some personal issues he was having regarding seeing his children. So I think that's working out a lot better than what it was. And he knows he has to be in attendance at the graduation on May 19th at 8:35.
All right, very good. And then I have for Gordon Ashton. I'm sorry, Ashton Gordon, case number 21S0028.
Yes, Your Honor, he's doing well. He's still at Lake Ridge doing the HEAP program. He is screening compliant, and he's privy to, he needs to physically come and see us on May 19th at the graduation, Your Honor, at 8:35.
Very good. All right, did I miss anyone with respect to specialty court? Okay.
No, Judge.
If I did not, then I'm going to take this moment. We'll go into recess. And then I don't know if I see, I can't make out who that is. All right, I'm going to go into recess, just a brief recess, and then I will be ready to transition to the traffic docket. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, you all can check to see if Ms. Bradfield needs any help, but I want to get that done. You all realize that we do have a 1:30 docket today.
Yes.
And we
Yes,
have,
Judge.
so we're going to make it work.
You will, Judge.
Judge, I see that there are 2 police officers in the courtroom, and I believe those officers are here on cases that are scheduled for adjourned to pay. I saw Officer Mohammed, and I think he's here on Mr. Woolley Aaron, who's
They
on your
should be
docket
here.
for.
Officers don't get notices to appear in court for adjournments to pay.
I believe that's an error, Judge. So I just wanted to let them know
Yeah.
that there are no trials. They're here for defendants who've already pled guilty.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah. So I did. Sorry, this is Officer Gianni.
Okay.
And yeah, I did get a subpoena for it. It did say adjourned, but I wasn't sure if it was adjourned for today's date and a set time. But yeah, if I'm not supposed to be here or needed, then I'm good with that.
Yeah, but thank you for bringing that to our attention. And so, Ms. Mack, I need to find out why they are getting those notices for an adjourn to pay.
Your Honor, this is Corporal Muhammad. I also got a subpoena as well for Mr. Willie Dean Aaron. So,
And is he an adjourn to pay? I'm sorry, say
Yes,
that
Judge.
name again.
Mr. Aaron, Willie Aaron. Judge.
Oh, Aaron, yes, he is an adjourn to pay. Ms. Mack, they should not be getting subpoenas. I don't know who's sending those out, but my apologies to you all. Those cases have already been adjudicated. They are adjourned to pay, meaning that, they took a plea, they're scheduled to pay us, and today is their day. If they didn't pay, then it goes back into the whole, they've got to come back through the process again. But it's adjourned to pay. Thank you. You all be
okay,
here.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor. So I am dismissed from this.
Yes, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I needed just a brief recess. And see if you all can help Miss Bradfield.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir.
do you want to go into the breakout room and see who she hasn't talked to, or?
Yeah, let me do that. Why don't you stay in the courtroom?
I will. Too many cooks in the kitchen. I understand.
Yeah, that's
Too
what I
many cooks in
figured.
the kitchen.
That's what I figure. Yes, sir. If Miss Wilson, could you give me an invitation? Thank you, Miss Wilson. You read my mind. Okay, Mr. Reed, are you there? There you are.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, Attorney Bradfield is ready to go. She's taking care of everybody. There is one.
Wow.
Yeah, she's.
Wow. Okay.
There's one person who showed up who's here for the 1:30 docket. His name is Alrefo, Alrefo. He came early because he has a job interview, and so he's trying to work all around that. But he says that he is going to. He has an appointment set up at the Secretary of State to get his license back. I think it's next week or the week thereafter. So we're going to set it for a pretrial if the judge allows that, so he can have time to get his license and come back with a good license.
I see him. He has one ticket.
Yes, sir.
And that ticket is an NOP.
Correct, sir. Yep.
And there was an ad charge offer.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, on all counts.
So he's getting a pretrial date.
We're going to ask for a pretrial date. Yeah. But I don't know when he's going to. He's the only one that's iffy that we don't really. He's here early. He's in a job interview.
Well, we can take care of him, get him out, so he doesn't.
Take care of him.
He doesn't have to come back at 1:30.
Take care of him.
He's here.
Okay.
But Ms. Bradfield has talked to all the other people. They're all ready to go.
Yes, she has.
That's good.
Yeah.
The judge is going to appreciate that.
I think so. As we appreciate it.
As absolutely. The whole court will appreciate that. We can move the docket.
It's about 80 degrees outside right now, Mr. Reed.
Well, you said it was getting up to 90, right?
Yes, sir. With a strong wind.
Yeah, I think it's about 50 here or something, maybe.
Okay.
Attorney Reed, good morning.
Good morning.
I have Miss Ariel Cameron here. She's come in. Is it possible to go to a breakout room to discuss what's going on?
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, Miss Wilson.
Good morning, Ms. Robs.
Hey, is it possible to go into a breakout room with Attorney Reed? I
Yes.
have Miss Ariel Cameron here.
Yes.
Thank you. Miss Cameron.
Thank you. I have the invitation, breakout room 4.
Are the parties ready to continue with the docket?
Yes, Judge, I believe Attorney Bradfield is ready with all people. I think she's in the waiting room, but they are ready and we are willing to go.
Okay, all right. I'm ready when you all are. I'm back from recess.
Let me go tell Miss Bradfield to direct your people to come back to court.
Okay. Ms. Mack, have you looked up the adjournment page yet?
I did, Judge, but there are a couple people that's in the breakout room with Attorney Bradfield, that's on the docket. I don't know if they're asking for more time or whatever, but yes, I did look them up.
Okay, very good. I'll just wait then, because I don't know what they want.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Tona Wanda. Oh, Jesus. All right, Ms. Bradfield, are we ready to get started with the cases, the traffic cases?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
All right, I'd like to start with dismissals first. Who do you have up first?
First person I have up is Miss Ajee.
Okay, wonderful. Is that for Latoya Ajee? AG?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I have SP 114-63721. Ma'am, please state your full name for the record.
Latoya AG.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, she stand mute and waive formal reading.
Okay.
There's a recommendation to dismiss both her matters, as she paid all her civil infractions as it pertains to this case.
Wonderful. And I failed to place count 2 on the record as well. And so I am dismissing without prejudice both matters. Is there a stipulation of probable cause?
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, the 2 matters are dismissed. Thank you so much, Ms. AG, for your patience. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Ms. Bradfield, who do we have up next?
Arnold Alexander.
All right, Mr. Alexander, I have the following cases for you. 217-30555, counts 1 and 2. State your full name for me, Mr. Alexander.
My name is Arnold Lee Alexander Jr. How you doing today, ma'am?
I'm well, thank you, and good morning to you.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
All right, how are we proceeding, Ms. Bradfield?
For purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and waive formal readings.
Okay.
There's a recommendation to dismiss both his counts. He has provided the court with proper documentation, Your Honor.
Thank you. Then the matters will be dismissed without prejudice with the stipulation of probable cause.
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
Both of the matters are dismissed. Thank you so much, Mr. Alexander. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, ma'am. So I'll just log out now?
Yes, sir. You're all set.
Thank you.
All
Y'all have
right.
a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Bradfield, you are fading in and out. There you are. I can see you now. All right.
The next, no more dismissals, but we do have new dates.
All right, I need everyone to please mute your device
Hello.
until your case is called. Please mute your device. You are holding up court. Please mute your device. Okay, if you won't mute, then I'm going to remove you, and you can call back and mute. All right. Ms. Bradfield, who do we have up next?
Okay, we have Kelvin Ambers.
All right, I have the following matters for Mr. Ambers. SP 123-3826, counts 1 and 2. Mr. Ambers, state your full name, please.
Kelvin Ambers.
Thank you and good morning to you.
Good morning to you too.
All right, how are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for more readings.
Okay,
We would like to ask that his matters be set for a pretrial. Is that correct, Mr. Ambers?
Yes.
all right. We didn't have the ability to pre-try it today, Ms. Bradfield.
One of his documentation he doesn't have handy today, so that's why we just sent it for a pretrial.
Wonderful. Then that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to schedule it for a pretrial. Ms. Mack, do not let me jack up these dates. The pretrial should be, thank you, should be on Wednesday. I'll put it on May 25th at what time, Ms. Mack?
1:45.
At 1:45 p.m. All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Who do we have up next?
Maurice Adams.
I have the following matters for Mr. Adams. I have SP 1040096, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 1165272, counts 1 and 2. Case number 094871211. Case number 105988051. Case number 195075011. Mr. Adams, state your full name for me.
Maurice Anthony Adams.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
All right, counsel.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for more readings.
Okay.
And Your Honor, he is aware of his jury trial rights. However, he would like to ask that these matters be set for a bench trial. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now this is an arraignment on the bench warrant. Why has your client continuously failed to come to court? I'm not really interested in setting a trial date if he's not, because he's not coming to court. I'm gonna set one, but why haven't you been coming to court, sir?
Honestly, ma'am, I was in between jobs. I wasn't taking this matter seriously, so I just didn't come. But now, since the new law passed and I got my license back, I didn't lost my job because of this. So I have to get these matters straight.
Yes, sir. There is a charge of open alcohol in a motor vehicle as a driver. It is case number
that's
SP.
what I wanted to.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sir, hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
SP 1165222. Ms. Mack, did Mr. Adams post a bond on that matter?
Check right now, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Adams, did you post a bond?
Yeah, I went through a bail's bondsman.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't post it with the court, Judge.
Okay, but he has posted a bond. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
he
Ms.?
posted it at the bail bondsman, Judge.
Okay, very good. Then I'm going to schedule, your client is asking for a bench trial, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to schedule the matter for bench trial. It will be on May 27th, 2022, and that will be at 1:30 p.m. Anything, no, I'm sorry, 1 o'clock p.m.
Yes.
Anything else for my consideration, Ms. Bradfield?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'll see you on that Friday, 1 o'clock p.m. trial.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Bradfield, who do we have up next?
We have Mr. Charles Anderson.
I have the following case for Mr. Anderson, SP 121-54331. Mr. Anderson, where are you? State your name for me.
Yes, my name is Charles Anthony Anderson.
All right, thank you, sir, and good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Judge.
All right. All right, Ms. Bradfield, what are we doing with Mr. Anderson?
For purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for more readings, Your Honor.
Okay.
He would like to ask that this matter be set for a jury trial.
All right, Mr. Anderson, will you be hiring your own attorney for your jury trial?
No, I'll try to represent myself the best way I could.
Okay, oh, can you afford an attorney? Because if you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you at no charge. However, you're gonna have to have a hearing and bring in all of your expenses, all of your income, proof of your tax return for me to make a determination as to whether or not you can afford an attorney.
Well, I can afford an attorney.
Okay, so do you want to have a hearing to determine whether or not you can afford an attorney?
Yes, no problem.
All right. Ms. Mack, do we have a jury trial date? I thought I had one in September.
We're in October now, Judge.
For jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, give me a jury trial date.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be October the 18th.
All right, October 18th, 2022. And do we set those in the mornings?
No, that's in the afternoon, and the final pretrial will be that Friday, the 14th, and that'll be in the morning.
All right. Very good. And so, Ms. Mack, I will need you to print up a scheduling order so that I can insert dates. If you can open one up, I can put those dates on the record at this time.
2 seconds to get to that. Okay, I have it open for you, Judge.
All right. First of all, I'm going to conduct an evidentiary hearing, Ms. Bradfield, as to his income and expenses. And I'd like to do that within the next 30 days to give him an opportunity to produce the documentation that this court will need. I'd like to schedule that evidentiary hearing on June 17th, 2022, and that would be at 1:00 p.m. on June 17th. So Ms. Mack, that's the first date to go in the system for you, is an evidentiary hearing.
Okay.
Mr. Anderson, during that evidentiary hearing, you must bring in proof of all income and proof of all expenses and any other expenses that you want or any other things that you want this court to consider in making a determination as to whether or not you can afford an attorney or how much you will need to pay for your attorney for purposes of a jury trial. And so you are to bring that information into the court. And then you are also to have with you a copy of your income tax return that you filed for the year of 2021 and for the year of 2022. Okay? I need to have that information as well in making a determination. That hearing again is going to be, Ms. Mack, what was the date that I gave? The 7th,
June 17th at 1 p.m.?
Yes, June 17th. On today, however, Attorney Bradfield, I am ordering your client to appear at JAMS to drug screen. It is a part of the term and condition of his bond on today. He must drug screen on today. And so he'll have to do it in the afternoon at one of our facilities. And so Ms. Wilson, I'm sorry, Miss Mack, if you could get Ms. Brimage on for me so that she can get Mr. Anderson in the breakout room so that he can get that information. Your failure to show up for testing on today for drug screening will result in a warrant being issued for your arrest, sir. So you must drug screen on today. Any questions for me?
Why am I subject to a drug screen?
Because it's at my discretion. Okay.
And if I test negative, if I test positive, I go to jail, huh?
I didn't say that, but if you want to, that's fine. We can make that happen. But no, we don't send people to jail for testing positive. We try to get them some help. Okay. All right. Very good. And so, Ms. Mack, what we'll do is we'll have that evidentiary hearing, and then subsequent to that evidentiary hearing, I will fill in the scheduling order for purposes of the jury trial. Okay. All right, very good. And so get Ms. Brimage on. Mr. Anderson, I'm going to have you stay on because Ms. Brimage is going to give you the information as to where you need to go and test. You must test today. On tomorrow, I'm putting you on my docket for tomorrow morning so that I can confirm with the facility that you did in fact test. If you did not test on tomorrow, a warrant will be placed into the system for your arrest, okay?
Okay, but I wanted to ask you something, Judge. If I'm gonna have to present documents as far as me being capable of obtaining a lawyer or not, when will I know? Like you said, the 17th, July 17th is when I present those. Will I get informed by mail or?
No. I will have a hearing. So you have to you're gonna come into the court, you're gonna bring all of your documentation, and we're gonna have a hearing, okay?
So I have to just remember on July 17th.
Well, I don't know what you have to do. You have to bring in, but what I'm telling you have to do is bring in all of your documentation to verify your expenses as well as your income. And then I'll determine whether or not we can go forward with the hearing on that day. If not, you'll be given another hearing date.
So
But
that's at room 133?
Yes, sir.
At one time, 1 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, but I need you to stay on because Ms. Brimage needs to give you information for testing. Ms. Mack, were you able to get Ms. Brimage?
No, Judge, I've tried a couple times that I'm not getting an answer.
All right, let me call for someone else to come on. All right, very good. I'm gonna see if Ms. Robs can do it. I'm gonna put you on hold, Mr. Anderson. I'm gonna mute you, and then I'll let you know when you're released. You're not released yet, okay? Thank you. All right, let's go, Ms. Bradfield. Who do you have up next?
Mr. Al Musawi.
Okay, I have the following matters, SP 117-62151, SP 117-62291. Mr. Al Musawi, please get somewhere where you can be stationary, and then you're going to unmute for me and state your name.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sajada Musawi.
Thank you, and good morning to you. All right, counsel, this is also an arraignment on the bench warrant as to both matters.
Yes, Your Honor. We will, for purpose of arraignment, he stand mute and waive formal reading.
All right, give me 1 second, Ms. Bradfield. Ms. Robs, thank you for popping on, coming into the courtroom. Mr. Charles Anderson and Ms. Robs will get an invitation to go to breakout room. Ms. Robs, he must test today at one of our third-party providers. It must test today, and then I need you to let me know this afternoon or tomorrow. I'm putting him on my docket for tomorrow for a reminder whether or not he's tested.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Anderson, you'll get that invitation. Thank you so much, Ms. Robs. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Mr. Anderson, you're gonna get that invitation. Once you square that away with Ms. Robs, you are free to leave, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, okay. You're very welcome. All right, Ms. Bradfield, you may continue as to Mr. Al Musawi.
Your Honor, he would like to ask that this matter be set for a jury trial. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't hear you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, very good. Your client had, let me see, charged with disorderly conduct and no insurance. This is an arraignment on the bench warrant. Did your client post a bond?
Sir?
I believe I had a personal bond.
On a disorderly conduct, unless somebody else arraigned you. Okay, nope, I'm sorry, that's okay. So your client is asking for a jury trial. Sir, are you hiring your own attorney to represent you for that jury trial?
Yes, ma'am. I have already a paid attorney that I can have contact you guys with a letter or.
Oh, no, he doesn't need to contact you guys. If he's an attorney, He knows what he needs to do. And so what I'm going to do, Ms. Mack, if you could pull up the scheduling order, ask to Mr. Al Musawi. He's probably going to get that October 18th date as well for a jury trial. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, October 18th, 2022 at 1:00 p.m. If you could pull up a scheduling order, let's plug in dates. Mr. Al Musawi, it will be your responsibility to get these dates to your attorney so that he can be ready to proceed with our jury trial date of October 18th, 2022 at 1:00 p.m. Please make sure that your attorney understands that you cannot stipulate to adjourn a jury trial. The trial must go forward. No one can adjourn my trials other than me. And so please make sure that they get the information. So Ms. Robs, tell me what's the first thing that's required on that scheduling order, please?
It is all discovery must be completed by.
All right, all discovery must be completed by, I'm going to give you until July 8th, 2022. Let's plug in that date. What's the next action item?
Witness list.
All right, the witness list is going to be provided no later than July 25th, 2000. Yes,
No.
July 25th, 2022.
Oh,
The next
okay,
action
yes.
item.
Okay, the next is motions.
All right, our motions must be filed no later than August 19th, 2022. All right, next action item.
It says responses to motions.
All right, we are going to go to September 9th, 2022. Next action item.
That's the final pretrial and motion hearing, which will be the October the 14th, Judge.
All right, that will be October 14th, 2022 for the final pretrial, and that will be at 9:35 a.m. And then we have our jury trial. I'm sorry, final pretrial and motion hearings
Yes.
will be on that date of October 14th at 9:35 a.m. And then the jury trial again would be the October 18th, 2022. And that would be at 1:00 p.m. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, very good. Mr. Al Musawi, you are going to receive this scheduling order in the mail. Your attorney has not filed an appearance with this court, and therefore this communication will be mailed out to you. And you must make sure that your attorney gets that information. We are not responsible for getting it to an attorney who has not filed an appearance. So please make sure they get that information because I will not be changing my jury trial date.
You got
Anything
it.
else for my consideration?
Yes, where are you guys mailing this out to?
Whatever address was given to the court when you received these citations or these.
I had to manually come in there. Can I update the address for mailing, please?
Yes, but not online. And so I'm going to have you call the courtroom. You can call the courtroom and speak with Ms. Mack.
Instead of just updating it now, you would like me to go ahead and update now?
I would like you to call my clerk. Yes, sir. And
Go ahead and go through the update?
address.
Okay, fine.
Ooh, I'm gonna let you get your attitude together, so you can wait for that. All right, let's go. What do you have next, Ms. Bradfield? That's what bad attitudes get you, a waiting time period. Go ahead, Ms. Bradfield.
Williams Alley. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I think no, take that back. I apologize. We have Mr. Antoine Anderson.
All right.
He is Mr. Anderson. I think today was his adjournment.
To pay?
Yes, Your Honor. However, he's asking the court for additional time for you to allow him to pay on Friday.
Okay, let me place his case numbers on the record. I have case number 145-665-071 And case number U 598-32721. Sir, state your name for me, Mr. Anderson. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. I'm gonna have you unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. Antoine Anderson.
All right, thank you, Mr. Anderson. I'm glad that you did show up as the court indicated to you. I am going to grant you additional time to pay. And that additional time, you said you need until Friday. I'm going to actually give you until May 16th to get it paid, okay? So I'm putting you back on my docket for May 16th, 2022. Again, that will be at 10:30 a.m. All
Thank
right?
you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. All right, who do we have up next, Ms. Bradfield?
Do I turn this off?
Yes, sir. You are free to leave.
Okay, do I come back? One more question. Do I come back at
If
any
you get
day?
it paid, no, if you get it paid, you don't have to come back, okay? You have to get it paid
Okay, so
before Monday. Don't wait until Monday. You have to get it paid before Monday.
And how much do I owe?
Okay, sir, I don't do the numbers. You're gonna have to call the
I'm sorry
clerk.
about that. Okay, all right, thank you.
All right, okay. All right, let's do it. Ms. Bradfield, who do we have up next?
Please, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, who?
Plea deals.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, the first person, he had indicated his, he was losing battery life on his phone. I'm gonna see if he's still there. Williams Alley.
Is he on my docket somewhere?
Yes, Your Honor. He's actually at the top, 8:30.
Oh, yes. Is Mr. Alley still on? Mr. Alley is I'm assuming he's a grown-up. He has to go get a charger and plug his phone up. Okay.
Mr. Alley, are you there?
Don't hear him. Let's
I
keep
don't see him
going.
online.
Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. Miss Anderson, Tanawa Wanda. I know I butchered your name. I apologize.
Tonawanda, I can't cut my camera on. It says that it was disabled by the host.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know what you were doing, but we will ask you to turn on your camera. Make sure that you are court ready. All right, there you go. All right. I have the following case for Ms. Anderson, case number 173-448-811. Ms. Anderson, state your full name for me.
Tonawanda Marie Anderson.
All right, good morning to you, ma'am.
Good morning.
Okay, how are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, she stand mute and wait for more reading.
Okay.
She is aware of her jury trial rights. However, she would like to enter a guilty plea and accept the people's recommendation today. Is that correct, Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Counsel, you may proceed as to constitutional rights and then the factual basis.
You do understand that you have a right to a trial. Is that correct, Ms. Anderson?
Yes.
You know, if you enter a guilty plea today, you are giving up that right to a trial.
Yes.
And you are pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And no one forced you to enter a guilty plea and accept the offer today, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. On December 28th, 2017, at approximately 5:30 p.m., were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And at the time you was operating that motor vehicle for driving, your driver's license being expired?
Yes.
Was it in fact expired?
Yes.
And you were stopped by the city of Detroit police, correct?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty, and I'm sorry, Miss Attorney Bradfield, was there a reduction in this charge?
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor. There's a recommendation to reduce it down to failure to display a license.
All right, then it is reduced and I'm ready for sentencing. Anything you'd like me to know about your client?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then I am going to assess our cost in the amount of $200 and the fine will be $50. How quickly can you get this matter paid in its entirety, Ms. Anderson?
In a couple weeks,
Okay.
maybe, yeah, a couple weeks.
All right, so I'm gonna give you until, I'll schedule this for a review and I'll put it on June 3rd, okay? I'm giving you more than a couple of weeks because I want you
Okay.
to get it paid.
Thank you. If I can pay it sooner, I just go down.
Yes, ma'am, by all means, get it paid, get it out the way, okay?
Okay.
So I'm adjourning this until June 3rd, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't have to come back. If you don't get it paid, you do have to come back to court, or you're going to be right back in the same boat, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Ms. Bradfield, who do we have up next?
Cal Andrews.
All right, Mr. Andrews, if you could unmute for me. I have the following matters for you. I have case number SP 926763, counts 1 and 2. I also have case number 195134451, counts 1 and 2. State your full name for me, Mr. Andrews.
Kyle Andrews.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Bradfield, what are we doing?
For purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and wait for my readings.
Okay.
Mr. Andrews is aware of his trial rights. However, he would like to enter a guilty plea. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, the offer is if he were to plead to false information to a police officer, it will be reduced down to failure to display a license, and the other 3 counts will be dismissed. Is that your understanding of the offer, Mr. Andrews?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Ms. Bradfield, you may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Sir, are you aware that you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You do understand that if you enter a guilty plea, you are giving up your rights to a trial?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And no one forced you to take this, to enter a guilty plea and accept this offer today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on September 13th, 2018, at approximately 7 o'clock in the morning, did you give a false name to a police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And was that to a city of Detroit police officer?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty and I'm ready to proceed. I'm also amending, I'm sorry, the charge that you pled guilty to failure to display a police, I'm sorry, the failure to display a license, failure to display a police. Okay, no, we're not gonna do that. All right, very good. The remaining matters, however, will not be dismissed until you have paid this matter in full. Ms. Bradfield, is there anything you'd like me to know about your client prior to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I am going to assess the cost in the amount of $225. I am going to assess the fine in the amount of $75. How much time do you need to get everything paid, sir?
Probably to the end of this month.
To the end of the month?
Yes, I do have a question. I paid a bond, $400 bond on the tickets on this matter. So I didn't know if that would apply to that or not.
Yes, sir. We can certainly apply it. Absolutely. And so what we'll do, Ms. Matt, can you verify that he did post a bond? And if he's posted enough to cover all of his stuff today?
Right now, today. When he posted, yeah, he posted on each case $100.
All right. And so does he have enough, Ms. Mack, to cover everything on the matter that I just assessed fines and costs on?
Yes, Judge.
All right, wonderful. Then what's going to happen today, Ms. Bradfield, is that he's going to get his dismissals today. We're going to apply his bond and the rest of his cases will be dismissed on today and you are done with us, sir.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you for your patience this morning, okay?
Okay,
All right, take care.
thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, Miss Attorney Bradfield, what do you have up next for me? There's a young lady that appears to be at work. Unique Archie?
Yes, Your Honor. She would like to enter, well, for purpose of arraignment. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do a plea for her. What do you call the case?
All right, I have case number SP 114-36721. Miss Archie, state your full name for me, please. Uh-oh, Miss Archie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Unique
There
Archie.
you go.
Good morning.
Good morning. State your name for me.
Unique Archie.
All right, let me have you raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yeah.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Ms. Bradfield, you may proceed.
For purposes of arraignment, she stand mute and wait for more readings, Your Honor.
All right. You may continue.
The recommendation is that if she were to plead to driver's license suspended, it will be reduced down to failure to display. Ms. Archie is aware of her trial rights and would like to enter a guilty plea and accept the recommendation. Is that correct, Ms. Archie?
Yes.
All right, very good. You may proceed with constitutional rights as well. Oh, Jesus. As well as the factual basis.
Ms. Archie, you are aware that you have a right to a trial in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that if you are to plead guilty, you are giving up your trial rights.
Yes.
Okay. And you are pleading guilty because you are guilty.
Yes.
And no one forced you to take this offer and plead guilty. Is that correct?
Correct.
Well, on the date and time in question, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And at the time you were driving while your license was suspended?
Yes.
And you were stopped by a city of Detroit police officer. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting the plea of guilty. I'm assessing our cost in the amount of $200 and the fine will be $50. When can you get this matter paid in full, ma'am?
I did post a $200 bond.
All right, wonderful. Ms. Mack, if she posted a $200 bond, let's apply that bond. And then when can you get the balance paid off?
What's the remaining balance? I'm sorry.
You'll have to call the clerk for the remaining balance.
Okay. Well, probably like at the beginning of June.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to adjourn to pay for the remaining balance. I'll give you until, let's go to June 13th. That sounds like enough time. June 13th, 2022. I'll put you on for 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, don't have to come back. If you don't get it paid, you need to come back and see me, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Thank you for your
You as
patience.
well.
Thank you. All right, who do we have up next?
I believe that's everyone who I've talked to, Your Honor.
I still see a Mr. Alfred on here.
I did not speak to Mr. Alfred. He was never in my breakout room. I don't know if he signed in after we got to the courtroom.
Judge, Mr. Alfred is an adjourned to pay.
Yes, so he's requesting more time.
I do not know. I'm just reading from the docket, Judge. I don't think anyone's talked.
All right. Mr. Alfred, are you requesting additional time to pay off your fines and costs?
Unmute yourself, sir.
Unmute yourself.
Yes,
All right. Did you make any payments towards your fines and costs?
I actually just started working. I ain't even got my first check yet. You know, I just started working like a couple days ago. So I might probably at least need like 2 more weeks to pay the $350 off.
All right. Well, thank you for showing up, Mr. Alford. Okay, I'm gonna grant you an extension of time to get it paid, okay?
All right.
All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have the following for Demondra Alford, SP 1204563, SP 118709, counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number SP 1204563, counts 1 and 2. Case number SX 3767213, counts 1 and 2. Case number 214-81691, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record again.
Demondre Alford.
Okay, very good. And so, Mr. Alford, I'm gonna give you some time to get it paid. Listen,
Okay.
I'm gonna push you out until, I'm gonna give you until June 27th to get it paid.
All right. Yeah,
All right,
I have
that's
paid
your
by.
time.
You say I gotta call the court to see how much I owe?
Now, Mr. Alford, you should have done all that last time.
I mean, I remember you telling me it should be $350.
Well, you might have some warrant costs and you may have some reinstatement fees. I don't know. That's why I don't give numbers. I assess fines and costs, but I can't tell you what's already attached to your case. So I'm going to give you until June 27, 2022, 10:30 a.m. I'm putting you on my docket. You need to get it paid before that date because I won't be able to give you any additional time, okay?
All right, June 26th.
No, June 27th.
All right.
All right, Mr. Alford, call the clerk though if you have a question about the amount that you owe.
What the 955 number?
965-2280.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, call that one.
All right.
All right, very good. Mr. You very good. Have a good day. Thank you for your patience. Mr. Al Musawi, are you ready to go back on the record and get the information that you need?
Yes, Your Honor. But before we go, continue. I'd actually see, or like you said that I would like to see if you could withdraw my jury thingy, my jury trial.
I'm gonna let you go back and talk to the attorney.
Okay, yeah, because I just felt like there was some kind of miscommunication with me and my attorney.
Okay, who talked to Mr. Al Musawi?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Attorney Bradfield, do you think it would be helpful to go back in the breakout room and speak with him? Because he's withdrawing his request for jury trial, and I don't want him to ask for a bench trial and then think he's gonna come and ask for a jury trial on the day of his bench trial, because that's not gonna happen.
But I think he said he was going to hire his own attorney. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, just feel like
Your Honor, I think it's probably best for to set it for a pre-trial so he could discuss it with his retained counsel about how best to proceed. I don't want him to waive his jury trial rights, and then when he talks with his retained counsel, it'll be an issue. So I think that's something he needs to discuss with his retained counsel.
All right. And so, Mr. Musawi, counsel brings up a good point. You want an opportunity to discuss this with your retained attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Whether or not you're gonna have a jury trial or a bench trial?
I feel like jury trial, that's just pushing it without even getting like a chance to, give both parties like some kind of.
I'm not certain what you're referring to.
Yeah, I would like to
right
just like,
to request, I'm sorry, you can't talk with me. You have a right to request a bench or a jury trial. And so, but for today's proceedings, I am going to schedule both of these for a pre-trial. I'm going to schedule that pre-trial for May 16th, 2022, Ms. Mack. And that is going to be nope, I'm sorry, I'm messing it up. I'm going to schedule it for Wednesday. That's right. I'm going to schedule it for May 18th, 2022, and that will be at 1:45 p.m. So you'll come back in the afternoon. Mr. Al Musawi, I am also, as the term and condition of your bond, you are going to have to drug screen on today. And I am going to have Ms. Robs come back on to give you that information because it has to be with one of our providers, okay?
Is there one of your providers, even though this is a very like, you know, saying whatever, however you want to do it, man. I'd go ahead and drug.
That's the privilege of being the judge, sir. However I want to do it, it's gonna get done that way. All
Definitely.
right, and so I'm gonna mute you because you're running your mouth, and I'm gonna have you stay in the courtroom until Ms. Robs comes back. And I'm going to have her give you the information. Understand that if you do not report for testing, a warrant will be issued. That is a term and condition of your bond. So let's give Ms. Robs just a moment, and then I'll place you all in the breakout room. Thank you so much. All right. There's Ms. Robs. Ms. Robs not even far. I so appreciate you, Ms. Robs.
Absolutely.
All right. Mr. Al Musawi has to test on today. And so you and Ms. Robs will receive an invitation to a breakout room. Please accept that invitation. Ms. Robs, I need you to also update me on tomorrow morning for Mr. Al Musawi as to whether or not he did in fact report for testing. If he did not, on tomorrow, a warrant will go out for his arrest.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. So please accept the invitation, Mr. Al Musawi and Ms. Robs. Thank you. All right. Who do you have up next, Ms. Bradfield?
I think that's it. Are we through with Mr. Anderson?
Mr. Anderson, where's Mr. Anderson?
Ms. Rob spoke to Mr. Anderson, and I think she has some information for the
Gotcha.
court.
And Mr. Alley is back, trying to get back online, Judge, the man with the.
All right. Mr. Anderson, I am going to have you start your camera as long as you are court ready.
Yes.
All right. Did you get squared away? I'll wait for Ms. Robs to come back and we'll confirm what's going on with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I'm gonna mute you for a second. All right, are we ready on Mr. Alley has to get into the camera. He has to make sure he's dressed appropriately for court. And so, sir, are you ready to proceed? I'm sorry, I accidentally muted you. Mr. Alley, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm gonna call your cases at this time. I have case numbers 20717, 925, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Alley, state your full name for me.
William Albert Alley.
All right, thank you so much. How are we proceeding as to Mr. Alley?
For purposes of arraignment, he stand mute and waive formal reading.
Thank you, counsel. You may proceed.
Your Honor, Mr. Alley, you
Yes.
wanted to, you are aware of your trial rights, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wanted to enter a guilty plea, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, the offer is if he plead to no operating
Uh-oh, somebody, I'm gonna mute Mr. Alley for a second, because I think that's the source of our echo, and then when I'm ready for you to speak, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
The offer is if he plead to no operator license on person, it will be reduced down to failure to display a license. Is that your understanding of the offer, Mr. Alley?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. And then the other two matters would be dismissed upon payment of fines and costs?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Alley, I need you to raise your right hand for me, please. Mr. Alley, can you raise your right hand?
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Please unmute and answer the question.
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Counsel, you may proceed.
Okay, Mr. Alley, you are entering a guilty plea because you are guilty?
Yes.
No one forced you to enter a guilty plea and accept the offer today, is that correct?
Yes.
You are aware that you have a right to a trial on this matter?
Yes.
And knowing that if you enter a guilty plea, you know you give up your rights to the trial, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. On July 9th, 2020, at approximately 1:35 p.m. Were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And at the time, you did not have a valid license on your person, is that correct?
Yes.
Were you stopped by the city of Detroit police officer?
I can't hear nothing y'all saying.
Were you stopped by a city of Detroit police officer?
I can't hear you. Your audio is off.
Can everyone?
Audio's not off.
No, I still cannot hear you.
Mr. Alley, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. You are.
Well, how you know what I'm asking? All right, you're gonna have to dial out and come back because our audio is on. I can hear the attorney and everybody can hear me. So the problem is with you.
I can't hear anything.
I'm gonna hang up
and call back. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, Ms. Bradfield.
That's okay.
We'll come back to it. All right. Mr. Anderson, you're gonna have to either stay put or cut your camera off until we're ready for you. The moving around, I can't do.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. While we're waiting for Mr. Alley to call back in. All right, I'm going to call the remainder of the docket. I have at 8:30 for an arraignment on the bench warrant for Arnita Armstrong, U566-64120. She was charged with trespassing and the bond is going to be, a capias will issue and the bond is going to be set at $50 cash or surety. Ms. Robs, I noted that Mr. Anderson came back to the courtroom. Was there something that you needed to tell me on Mr. Anderson?
No, Your Honor, I just had him come back for release, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Anderson, you're released. Very good. Enjoy the rest of your day. And then Ms. Robs or Mr. Al-Musawi, is he free to leave as well?
Yes, Your Honor, he's all set as well.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Al-Musawi. You may leave as well. Thank you, Ms. Robs. I so appreciate you. All right. Very good. Okay, we're still waiting on Mr. Alley to call back in, so I'm going to continue with the docket. Let's go down to, I'm at 9:30, and I have for Ibrahim Ali Dalali, U601-89621. He was scheduled for a review. Does anyone know who this Ali Dalali is? Yes.
I looked it up and he was on a 6-month delayed sentence. He was supposed to complete 40 hours of community service and pay a fine of $295, and he did everything.
All right, we have the proof of his community service from probation?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Wonderful. So is it the 6 months today represents the end of the 6 months?
Yes.
All right, then I am dismissing that matter without prejudice. Thank you. All right, I have next on 9:30 docket Murtada Alarbi, SP 107-61081. That was an arraignment on the bench warrant. Defendant has failed to appear after being given several opportunities to appear. Capias will issue. That bond will be set at $25 cash or surety. Now I am going over to the 10:30 docket. These are the adjourned pays. Are you ready, Miss Mack?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I have first up for Willie Aaron, SP 117-4400, count 1. Did he pay?
No, he did not, Judge, and let me get the amount for you. That one was for
It's a
$120.
Right, and that's going to be a, that was a civil infraction, so it will go into default judgment. As to count two will be, that is also, I think, a civil infraction. And that will go into default judgment. And then the
Yes.
last matter was case number SP 117-47361. That was a misdemeanor. Capias will
Yes.
issue, and it will be set at a personal bond. All right, I'm gonna switch gears again. Mr. Alley, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I do
Attorney
apologize.
Bradfield, Mr. Alley is back. Mr. Alley, you are still under oath. Ms. Attorney Bradfield has established that you understand your constitutional rights and that you are freely and voluntarily waiving them. Attorney Bradfield, you may continue.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Williams, on July 9th, 2020, at approximately 1:35 p.m., were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes,
And at that time, were you operating without a valid license on your person?
yes,
When you stopped by a city of Detroit police officer?
yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied as well. I'm accepting your plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to failure to display a driver's license, an operator's license. I'm ready for sentencing. The remaining matters will not be dismissed until you have paid all of your fines and costs in full. Attorney Bradfield, anything you need me to know about your client before sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, this was an arraignment on the bench warrant. Therefore, I'm assessing costs in the amount of $225. I am assessing the fine in the amount of $50. Sir, how quickly can you get everything paid off in full?
Well, I would say May 20th.
All right, so I am going to adjourn you to pay. That will be on I'll put it on the May 27th, okay? May
Okay.
27th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't need to come back to court. We'll give you your other two dismissals. If you don't get it paid, then you do need to return to court, okay? Otherwise, I'll set everything aside and you'll be right back where you started from.
Well, thank you.
All right.
I'll see you again, but I'm good, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. All right. Take care, sir.
You too. Thank you. Also, Your Honor, is there, because they have my address wrong on my docket.
All right. So this is what I'm going to need you to do. Call the clerk in the courtroom and make sure she gets your updated address. Are you ready for the number in the courtroom?
Don't worry, I'll be able to find it.
Okay, it's 965-2280. Ms. Wilson will also put that in the chat. And then that way you can look, there it is. And you can look it up and be sure to call, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. Take care, sir. All right, I am going back to the last part of the docket on this morning. I am now on Williams Arraignment, SP 123-3100, counts 1 and 3. Ms. Mack?
He had a count 2 that he paid.
So counts 1 and 3 should be dismissed on today?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm dismissing counts 1 and 3. I'm ready without prejudice. I'm ready on LaShawn Alexander, SP 123-0027, counts 1 and 2.
He paid count 2.
He paid count 2, so we'll close count 2. And then we will dismiss, is that correct? Count 1.
Correct.
All right, very good. I'm dropping down to Alex Altman. I have SP 123-961-313, counts 1 and 2. Those were adjourned to pay. Did he pay them?
He did not pay either, Judge.
All right, the blockading traffic will go into default judgment. For the no registration, what is the balance that's owed?
That is a civil infraction, that's 105.
Oh, I'm sorry, then that's gonna go to, for the no registration, that's gonna go into default judgment, my bad, default judgment. And then for the remaining 2 matters, they will be capious, both with personal bonds.
Okay.
All right, very good. And that the remaining 2 matters are SP 123-96341 and SP 123-96133. All right, let's go down to Maria Angel, I have SP 128-24003. Did Ms. Angel pay?
Yes, Judge.
Wonderful. So we're gonna close that particular case for, wait a minute, let me make sure I'm marking the right person. Yeah, for Ms. Angel. And then on the remaining matters, I believe they are all dismissals. That would be the following. Okay, that would be the following case numbers: 154-715, 15 counts 1, 2, and 3. Case number 15471, 5161. Case number SP 128-2400, counts 1 and 2. All of those will be dismissed without prejudice. And unless I've missed something on the docket that I have, that accounts for the entire morning docket. Did I miss anything?
No, Judge, you did not.
No, that's all, Judge. I mean, you did not miss anything, Judge.
All right, very good. I need to, on this afternoon, I only need 2 attorneys for the afternoon, it looks like. And then, I'm sorry, Miss Attorney Bradfield.
I'll be here.
Okay, and then I also need an attorney for staffing on today. And so what I'm going to do is we will staff, we'll staff in the probation Zoom room. And then I need everyone else to come on here early enough so that you can get everything together. The clerk will let me know when it's together and I'll come and do cases as quickly as I can. Okay?
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. We have this little snafu with the docket until September and then it'll be correct. All right. Thank you all for your patience. I appreciate you all. Great job this morning. We're getting a lunch break.
We are, Judge.
Doesn't happen often. All right. Very good. I will see you all, one of the attorneys at staffing, the other 2 will be in the courtroom working the docket.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to come back by 1 or 1:15?
Do 1:15 so that if people log on, we can start getting them done.
Okay, I will do.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.